First can open. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get anyone in here. Being that most everybody's at Ford Takeover, and I'm not. That's tough. Yo, Sublime. What? Ain't you supposed to be at Ford Takeover, brother? I feel you, bro. How's Ford Takeover, man? Sure y'all having a hell of a time. Got the GT 500s out there. That's awesome, man. Wish I could be there with you, brother. Oh, speaking of, yeah. So, oh, goddamn. Somebody says it's awesome. I believe it, man. So, yo, off that situation, I had walked out of my job last Friday because of all that. Because of the whole, having to sell my vacation and stuff like that. I literally walked out of my job. I was that pissed off. So, yeah, I guess we could talk about that on the live. Wait for everybody to get in here. Like I said, I'll be surprised if not many people pop in here. All right. All right, we get you in here, bro. We can talk about that. That'll be a good conversation for the live. Let's go and get Sublime in here. And we'll talk about that fun event.
What's up?
What's up, bro?
I'm not sure how good my connection will be, but we'll try it.
What y'all doing? Y'all eating?
No, we're waiting on Boosted, dude. Boosted's getting an E85 tune on his Fox body from Daryl as we speak, and he's over at Ken's shop. But we're waiting on him to get back before we go eat. And right now at the restaurant where the pre-meet is tomorrow, Brutal's there, Caleb's there, Gary, Mr. Mach 1's there, 417 Fox is there, Fox Chambers there, Funky's there. A lot of people are there.
Yeah. What's up with the last minute too, bro?
There he is.
What's up? We
There's
got
Boosted.
Mr. Boost Addict. We got Lee Ray, the bad man with the this, y'all.
Wait,
Oh,
I thought he was tuning into Fox.
that's what I thought too.
Ooh, that's some yin yang bing bangers right there, by God. What do you think about those?
Twins?
He's tuning my car. His laptop died on it. Tuning the car.
Oh, hell. 96 fucking miles an hour. What's going on, Yellowhammer? Yeah, so, man, I literally walked out of my job last Friday because I wasn't able to go to Ford Takeover. So, yeah, I was that pissed off. Well, I was mad because we started talking about the situation with me having to pay for this part and me having to sell my vacation and having to cancel Ford Takeover. And I kind of just...
Dude, I feel like everybody that I know is going through some kind of bull crap right now, dude. Yeah. Like some kind of crap.
I was so pissed. And so, like, we kind of were talking about it, and about me having to sell my vacation, and then the rest I was just gonna pay out of pocket. And I tried to go back to work after getting out of the office, and I just, man, I couldn't even focus, dude. I was sitting there trying to put an engine together, and the whole time I was just getting frustrated and pissed off. So I was like, you know what? Screw this. Locked up my box.
He was on the panel.
Walked out.
Where'd he go?
I think Daryl was calling him.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, Daryl. I guess they're tuning this thing.
Oh, they probably took his car out. What's up, Victor?
What's up, Victor? So who's all with you right now? Sublime?
Me, Car Mob, Mrs. Mob, Kim, Brett, Curtis, Street Slayers, Killer Kurt, and Pink's Garage.
Oh man, y'all got a full house, man.
Yeah.
So everybody has to hi.
Primo says hello, everyone.
Sorry I can't be with y'all guys.
Oh boy.
What's up, Car Mob?
Now, come on, let's be real. What you really want to see is this.
Yeah. So how you liking it, Car Mob?
Dude, in love.
How's that DCT?
It's like driving the GTR, bro. I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, you had to separate them two, huh?
You got to open up the screen, put us in a triangle.
All right.
Hit the big square. There you go.
So what's up? When y'all gonna run them? Everybody wants to know when y'all running.
We already did run them. Friggin' Sublime forgot to shift.
I forgot I had it in manual mode. I usually race it twice.
Come on, Sublime. See, I need to run.
Normally, when I run in automatic mode, so it does its thing. But I was in manual mode, and I totally forgot.
You know, he can't drive a stick. He can't. He's got to let the train by itself. You know how it is.
Oh boy,
so
here we go.
What did you do, Car Mob? You're using a paddle shifters too?
You definitely can't go live and follow an Explorer at the same time.
Oh my God!
Is he asleep? Oh, he's pooped. He's pooped out.
Oh yeah, he's been going hard, dude. He's been going hard. He ain't used to us northern. How it is.
Flowers not no food either. Some of that down.
We are crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump.
Where y'all going to grub at?
Yeah. Some steakhouse.
Oh, so you're at the hotel right now?
Yeah. Whatever.
What's up, Josh? Thanks for joining the live, brother. Yeah, we should be over there at Ford Takeover with those guys, man. Unfortunately, we're not. Yeah, I like the color. That color is sweet.
Right?
I love that color. Yeah, let's get a little walk around.
I got a truck right here, so hang on.
Hold on, look.
Check it out. Right there. If you don't know, you know.
Yeah, I think it's sweet.
Bro, I'm in love with it. Hey, I'll put Mr. Cobb on.
Well, I mean,
y'all don't want to see me right now.
What do you think of your new fight?
Yeah, how's the GT500 cheating?
As soon as the tires get fixed.
You don't know
the
about
tires.
Yeah.
Long story.
Long story.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The dealer's buying us 4 brand new tires.
Let me put that parking lot. What happened to the tires? They're cupping or what?
They're buying us 4 brand new tires. No, the cords are showing on the tire.
Ooh.
Somebody lost control, messed the camber up, drove it, and then got the alignment fixed and sold it. And the tire
So I was on the inside?
We put it on Ken's lift today, and that's how we found it. Yeah. Deep on the
Yeah. Good find, man. Good find. It's good y'all found it before, they try to screw you over on that stuff.
Right.
Don't let them get you some trash tires either, man.
No, they're buying me OEM factory Michelin.
Oh, nice.
Sport Cup S's or whatever the hell they are. 4 S's.
Nice. Yeah, that's a bad ride, they're saying, Car Mob.
Right.
18 hours. Victor, you going to Ford Takeover, Victor? What is up, 1050? Thanks for joining the live, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, Yellowhammer, I hear you. You know, I was ready to take the drive, man. I just didn't have the vacation. So yeah, so like I said, I was talking about it that Friday with the manager, and I got so pissed off, I ended up walking out of my job that Friday.
How Curtis, I know you're full of shit.
That's how mad I was that I had to sell my vacation.
I got that Soros check.
I can see the shit just spewing out.
Soros check.
Fuck yeah, I voted for Biden. Shit. I just kept on getting in line.
Oh my god.
Karmov, how's the GTR doing?
All right. Oh well, I didn't know we was live. My bad. I don't do politics. What's going on here?
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. We
Hillary
talk about
Clinton
anything here.
house.
Yeah.
We talk about anything here, bro.
Look at these eyes. Running off 4 coffees.
Ooh, tired. You need a beer, bro.
Absolutely. At a steak.
Oh, and a steak, yeah.
Look at this
Best
guy.
combination ever,
Look at him.
man. As majestic as it look on camera.
Hell yeah.
Hello, hello. Saying what's up? Cranking his jams.
I'm
Ooh.
hungry.
Yeah,
I'm going
Those
inside
12
and buying a snack.
it was a 12-hour drive for me, man. One low, you made it to Austin, brother. That's good. We
Yeah.
have to link up at some point, man.
Left. You left. What the heck?
It's all right. Now you got to entertain us, Mr. Karmov. Come talk to us.
Nobody wants to get entertained by me today.
Sublime.
I'm here.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. No, Yellowhammer, they calmed me down and called me back. And it turned out we ended up talking some things over. I didn't have to sell my vacation after all. But
Are you going to eat? Yeah.
still had to fork up some money. And it was too late to try to get the vacation days requested. So I got screwed over either way.
That sucks.
Already.
It is what it is.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, T. I'm gonna say T. I'm always used to call him T. T's down in Austin, man. So we got to link up. Mrs. Karmov, so does it handle better than Ruby?
Yes.
Yeah. So what? So y'all ended up selling Ruby?
Yeah.
Who'd y'all sell it to? Y'all sold it to a dealer?
We sold it to CarMax.
Oh, okay. They gave y'all a good deal?
No, not really, but it was.
So where'd you pick up the GT500 from?
We went to
Georgia.
a dealer, a Chrysler dealer.
Really?
Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram selling a GT500.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all got lucky.
Experience, I can tell you that much. It was
what?
experience.
No?
We walked in there first of all, and our salesman wasn't even in the day we were taking delivery of the car.
It's like going into a Mexican.
Really?
And then they're like, "Oh well, just wait around," and somebody else. We're like, "Okay." So we wait around. Then the finance guy comes in and says, "Oh, come on, I'll grab your money and stuff." So we write the check. We give him the money. He's like, "Okay, here's your keys. Have a good day." Doesn't walk us out to the car. The car was never detailed. He's like, "Well,
Wow.
an hour anyways." That ain't the point. The point is, y'all didn't do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Not
Not only that, it's not like it's a regular GT that just sits on the lot. I mean,
exactly. So
that's crazy.
I've been back and forth with the general manager for what is today? Thursday? Since Tuesday?
Did they at least fill up the tank for y'all? Did they?
I think that was it.
Wow.
And then to boot, they used a picture that wasn't even the picture of the car. So it was false advertisement.
Wow.
They used a picture that had stripes on the car, and our car does not have stripes.
Really? So y'all went assuming the car was going to have stripes and then get there and no. Yeah. Holy hell. Wow.
Yep. And the front wicker was broken on it. That was closed. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna make it right.
Well, he was working on the front wicker, but we had already bought one, so that's $200 in our pocket. And then today we finally finalized it, where they're getting 4 new tires for us.
Yeah, Carmel was telling me on that.
Paid out of that with his credit card, and then because we were supposed to leave Sunday, and we have to leave Monday now because the tires won't be in till Monday. So we have to leave Monday. So I said, now I'm out a day. I said, are you gonna pay for an extra night at the hotel for me? I said, because you sold me an unsafe car.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, I'll do one night. I'm like, okay, another $100.
Damn, so all that stuff added up, huh? I mean, you would think that they would kind of have some sense to make sure it's safe to drive, knowing that y'all are driving a distance to go get the car.
They didn't care.
I mean, you're gonna have to get back. Like, what?
They didn't do any inspection.
So I was gonna ask that. So how long was the car on the lot for?
Probably 20 days.
Maybe less than a month.
Yeah.
I mean, so the way it works for us.
Kicker was, he goes, yeah, we got this car from auction, and auction told us that it had great tires. You don't take somebody's word on it.
Yeah.
That's where it gets to your dealership. You take it in the back and you do a used car inspection on it.
Yes.
You change the oil, you check the tires, you check the liquids. All they did is they threw it on the lot and put a for sale sign in it.
Yeah, that thing should have never got a slip for a state inspection. No. It should have failed.
Yeah. I was not happy at all. I was so upset. And then when we were there and I felt like they didn't give 2 craps about us, I was like, I even told Karma before we left, I said, I have a really, really uneasy feeling in my stomach. You get that feeling in the pit of your stomach and it doesn't feel right. I had that feeling and I said, I just feel like something is not going to go right. I probably should have went with my gut, but
yeah. I
told the guy today, I said, look, I have 2 11-year-olds. I have to drive home to Michigan because we're taking Street Slayer's daughter home with us. I said, I am not driving this car home with these tires on it. He goes, well, I wouldn't allow. He goes, if I knew those tires were that bad, I wouldn't have allowed it leave the lot. I could have said a whole mouthful, but it wasn't going to do me any good.
Yeah. I mean, that thing sat for 20 days.
Right. You had the chance.
Yeah.
You had the chance. I mean, it was just a shit show right from the beginning. And I'm just, I mean, I told him, I said, you're paying for the tires. I said, you're not sending me a check for the tires. You are paying for them today. This is getting resolved today. And once he found out the cords were showing, he's like, I'll call the tire shop right now and I'll have it charged to my AMX. I'm like, okay.
Nice.
So Ken got, who's the guy that Ken had find the tires? Ferguson. What's his name?
Boost
Who's that guy?
Yeah, Boost Addicts.
Who's this lady?
Hey, how are you?
The internet sucks here, y'all.
I see that.
Frozen. T.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much for the Hilton Honor.
In Austin.
Hey, you don't always get what you pay for. I throw
Let's
that
see
up.
something here.
Get off that hotel internet and get on LTE.
For real. Yeah, he's frozen.
Oh, who's that? I hear another car.
There you go.
Oh,
There either.
that's a little bit better.
So everything else seemed pretty good on the car?
Yeah. I mean,
No leaks, nothing like that?
I'm gonna pop off of here. It ain't working too well.
All right, T.
yeah, I don't really feel safe driving it right now. So I'm going to wait till we get the tires on it to actually drive it.
Yeah.
I mean, I did do a couple pulls on it but that was before I knew how bad.
Yeah.
You don't know. You just don't know. And we would have never have known that if that car didn't put up on a lift.
Mm-hmm.
So I messaged Pam. I messaged Mrs. HPR and I said, thank you so much. I said, words cannot describe how thankful we are for you guys right now.
Yeah, because y'all have been so comfortable, not knowing anything.
Right.
That's crazy.
You just don't know. Did my husband get lost in the toilet or something? What the heck? Honest to God. Well, he said he was going to get a snack and then maybe he went up to the room. I don't know.
Is he still alive?
He's doing it better for me, hon.
No, but I mean,
T, so what's the deal with Austin, T?
Well,
My phone's
Relocated for work or what?
yeah. I'm going to tell y'all. Tell you how good God is. So we get what's called a locality pay in the government. Now, in the Baltimore-Washington area where I'm at, it's close to 31%. Down here, because the cost of living is cheaper, they only have it at 19%. Now, what they do is they give you your salary, which you made, if it's within the band. I got a $9,000 pay raise.
Really?
Yep. Physically $9,000 pay raise. And then, the cost of living down here is cheaper.
Yeah, a lot cheaper.
So it's just so blessed. It's not even funny, y'all.
Yeah. So you couldn't refuse that.
No. Then I got my travel trailer. I got that all squared away. I found 2 nice places to put it. Yes. So tomorrow I got to call them because it's going to be a long-term deal.
Okay.
And that'll be cool. I'm like, it'll be 15 minutes from the Circuit of America. Oh, what up, SA? What you doing, dog? Trying to ride up on me home?
Hey, you down in Texas?
I'm down here now. I got my travel trailer squared away.
You're Texas boy now.
Glad you made it down safe, brother.
Texas T. Hey, what's the T stand for in Texas? Ted.
Yeah.
Right?
That's right. I'm going to open up the Triple T Ranch.
You're getting a whole bunch of cows and selling us meat at half cost, right?
Yeah, I'm buying some buffalo too.
You know what?
Oh no, he's in Austin. He's in like mini California.
Yeah, I'm in mini California right now.
Yeah, you ain't finding that in Austin. Not in the downtown area.
The eye candy's great. Goodness gracious. Hey, last night.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Last night, Primo, I was at this bar called the Broken Spoke. I'm hanging out. The bartender, she's cute. She's buying me drinks. The next thing you know, I'm on stage with the band, drinking beer with the band, cutting up with them. And the Triple T is getting ready to be on, son.
I can't wait, man. Tacos, titties, and tequila. I love it.
That's right. That's how we do it down here.
Has he been drinking?
Street Slayer? Street Slayer, he ain't drinking. He's just cold thinking.
Hey, man.
He's straight up gangster.
Dirty ass white boy. What can I say? Dun dog. If y'all don't know, Google it.
That's good, LT.
Yeah,
good, man.
Everything's going well, praise God, man. I tell you. And then you and I will get together, Primo. That's the fact.
We got to. I know quite a few people in Austin. A lot of people tend to leave my area and move towards Austin. I got quite a few people in Austin. It's a good place, man.
No, it's right. If you go right in here,
it's
and then go over. Yeah. It's right over there.
It's not a vending machine.
No,
it's a good place to hit up some bars, have a good.
Yeah,
it's real mellow depending on where you go.
It's fun. Like I said, I've already met some good people so far, and I'm having a blast. The singer, I've heard him on the radio tons and tons of times, and I'm drinking beer with him. He's like, "Get him another beer, man." He goes, "You're a good dude, man. What's your number?" He goes, "When you get back here permanently, we gonna hang out, man. I'm gonna show you some spots."
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm already in the band clique.
For real, there you go, man. You got to know the right people for sure. And it sounds like you're knowing the right people, bro.
Yeah, getting some little networking done. Yes, sir.
There you go. What up, Bama 5-0?
Need to find out where.
Bama's in the house.
So what do you do, T? What do you do for a living, bro?
I work for Homeland Security. I was doing insider threat at the airport at BWI.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to come down here to Austin and do the same thing.
Oh, so you do like commercial too?
Yeah, I do. I work with the airport local authorities, air marshals. I've had in Baltimore. I've worked with JTFF, the FBI.
Yeah, that's
Secret
not residential,
Service.
bro. That's not residential. I thought you were like, into the residential. Nah,
Nah.
you do big jobs.
It's cool, man. I've been blessed. I've really been blessed with who I've got to meet, and my name, I guess, is out there. So they were like, they heard I wanted to come out here, and they're like, "Hey, I'll take you. Hey, I'll take you." So It was really nice. Yes, sir.
So, but something like that, like, are you still with the company out there, or are you like
No, I'm with
kind of like on your own?
I'm still with Department of Homeland Security out here.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
Yes, sir. It's good times. So let's talk about that GT500, Nicole. What is your opinion on that?
Right now,
Yes, ma'am.
it's unsafe to fucking drive.
What's going on with it? I'm sorry, I've missed some things.
We the dealership had to buy 4 new tires for it.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Already, dude. How many miles are on it, Miss Carmel?
12,000.
Oh shit.
Let me see if I can pull up the pictures for you, T.
What's up, bros?
Just
So you
cracking the
sent them
tread.
those pics?
Okay.
You sent the dealership
So
those pictures?
it was at Ken's shop today, right? And they
Uh-huh.
put up a lift. Oh my god, I don't. Okay. And I don't know.
Holy shit! How do you miss that?
You got to be blind as a bat.
That's terrible.
That's horrible.
So
There's
noticeable.
one.
It's noticeable.
Um,
So did they let y'all test drive it before y'all bought it?
not really.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Oh, here we go. There's another good
That's
one.
pretty bad.
Can I tell you my
Wow.
What is that? Is that the wheel? Somebody nicked the wheel?
Nick the wheel and see how it's gouged? See how they're
Yeah, I see the tires gouged.
or the rim's
Yeah.
gouged? Not the rim, the tire. The
But is the rim gouged? It looked like the rim had a rash on it.
oh yeah, it is.
Wow.
Holy cow! Tread separated in that picture. Looks like. Damn.
Yeah, and Boosted and Carmob went out and they went on those.
They were having a good time in that car, huh?
They were being watched over.
They were lucky.
And if there were ever anybody watching over them, it was that day, and it was our trip down here because it shouldn't have made it.
That's crazy.
Wow. You know, you could use these words, Nicole. It could have caused, because of your lack of inspection of the vehicle and giving us a vehicle that was uninspected, it could have caused bodily injury or death.
Yep.
My
That thing
lawyer-
should have not. It definitely shouldn't have passed the state inspection.
No.
Hell
It should
no.
have never got that far.
So
Hey, I'll tell you what, Georgia needs to look into their.
back and forth with the general manager since Tuesday on this, and finally, Carmob said, you sold me an unsafe vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not driving this thing back to Michigan, and I'm not putting my wife and daughter and friend in it to drive back to Michigan. So
Yep.
you're going to make it right, or I'm going to make sure that everybody that can knows that you have a shady practice in business.
Well, not even that. I mean, that's like one call to their local DMV. That's
Yeah.
a pretty hefty fine right there.
Oh, most definitely.
That's a hefty fine.
Yeah.
They can lose their state inspection license. And if a dealer loses their state inspection license, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, that's no good, Primo.
I told Carmob, I said, did you guys, when you had it on the lift, because I asked him, I said, make sure you check the oil level on it too. And I said, hey, when you got there, did you
That's no lie. That's no lie, Brosford.
Yes, exactly. He goes, no, we forgot to check the oil.
Yeah.
You forgot to check the oil today when I asked.
Hold on, Nicole. We have to have a word from our sponsor.
You know,
So upset today. T actually came back and she bought me the little margaritas, and I had one of those. I was like, I need because I would lose my shit.
I mean, I could, if like there was like a small spot where the wire was showing, but dude, that thing's like all the way around the whole damn tire.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's horrible.
Yeah, our dealership would not let that slide. Like, we actually put money into our used cars, like easily. Every ticket's at least $2,000, and that's like with the good car with less, not so much stuff needed. But yeah, no, we can't let that stuff slide. I'm surprised they did.
It was bad, Bama. It was really bad. I mean, we noticed the chunks, but we didn't realize that the cord was showing until today when it was at HPR and it was up on the lift.
What did Ken say when he saw it?
Pam came because Carmob was in the office talking to Ken, and Pam came running in the office and said, "Hey, Carmob, the tires or the cords are showing on your tire." And he's like, "What?" And he went back there, and he's like,
"So Pam's the one that caught it?"
He's like, "Holy shit!"
All right, Pam.
He calls me because I'm still at the hotel room. I didn't go to HPR with them.
Yeah.
Calls me, goes, "Oh, we can't take this GT500 home." I go, "Come again?" He goes, "I have really bad news." And I'm like,
"Oh shit."
And I'm like, "Son of a bitch." I'm like, "Now what?" And he told me, and I'm like, and I hadn't even fully woken up yet. And I'm like, "Well, let me call the GM."
And what was that? Was that like the next day after the dealership or that day of?
Today.
Oh, wow.
I've been back with this guy for days. And then today, when the cords were showing, you sold us an unsafe car. I said, this ends right here, right now.
Well, let me ask you this question. Did Ken look over the front? That was front and rear?
Yeah, he looked over everything.
So I wonder if it was an alignment issue or anything like that, because what was it on the inside?
Well, clearly, because you can see where somebody curb crashed it.
Yeah, we think happened is that they rode the ever-living shit out of it. Then they, it needed an alignment, so they gave it an alignment real quick, and then they sold it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because, I mean, it drives straight, right? There's no, like, it's not vibrating or anything like that, pulling, nothing like that, Mrs. Carbone?
We would never know.
Yeah.
We were originally just going to jack it up with a jack.
Yeah.
And change the wick around. Yeah. And Ken said, "No, bring it to the shop.
Here.
And let me fix it."
You tell him.
But y'all been on the highway and everything, and it drives straight and everything?
If Ken would have not said, "Bring the car by, I want to put it on the lift, and I want to replace your front broken wicker," we would have never known these tires were this big.
Wow.
We got that thing up in the air, and we were like, "Oh my God, that's safe."
But so, I mean, is it just one tire? Is it two tires?
One tire is down to the cords, and 3 other ones have chunks coming out of the sidewalls.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I would almost make them like, "Hey, like, you're gonna pay to put this thing on the alignment machine too after I get the new tires."
So I told my wife that. I said, "I think I'm going to put it on the alignment machine."
It seems like I would.
Yeah,
I definitely would, man.
Yep.
Because you don't want to have 4 new tires on there and then they're gonna get eaten up,
Exactly.
No, I would definitely do that. Just it being a used car, you really don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Exactly.
Damn, that sucks, man. Yeah. It just sucks as you're trying to get that come up and then just something always is happening to y'all, man. That sucks.
I get rid of Ruby's problems and I inherit problems.
Me?
Well, at least tires are pretty minimal.
So
hopefully it stops there, man.
Listen, the tire shop wanted to do me a huge favor and give me a real big discount.
Really?
Said no.
No. You know what? Tax that ass, man.
I want to make them 10% more. Go ahead.
He said tax that ass.
Right. Tax them like the government.
Mm-hmm.
We bought them ourselves. They were $2,100. But with no discounts, $2,800.
What tires you put on there, Bubba?
Same the factory, the Cup 2s?
Yeah.
Oh, you went with Cup 2s?
No, they're not Cup 2s. They're my
Pilot Sports.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Pilot Sports. Yeah. There you
go.
That's a good tire. That's what I put on mine. I replaced the Cup 2s that came on mine with those.
Right.
Yeah, usually the Michelins are a good tire.
Yeah, they are. They're a premium tire.
I told them, I said, I either want those Michelins or I want a set of R888s.
Yeah, I'll let you choose.
Right.
But so what? So I mean, everything they're just pretty much going to reimburse y'all at some point.
No,
I mean, because they're paying for the hotel too.
No. They already paid for the tires. They already talked to the tire
shit.
shop and paid for them. They already paid for and ordered.
Nice.
Nick, how you get to the hotel?
When are they coming?
They said Monday they'll be here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just sucks that, man, you have to go through this, experience with the dealership, man. If anything, a dealer is supposed to know better.
Tell them to make sure they send you the check for the friggin' front wicker too. If I didn't get Ken's discount, it would have been $300 for one wicker. Instead, I got it for $225.
What happened with the wicker bill?
All right, here, let me show you something.
One was broken, I believe.
Was it the what? The front?
Just wait.
Hold, please. Car mob.
It's only on the 500. That's why. Okay.
Is there a slight breeze there, car mob?
Okay.
There was a big chunk missing out of it, and that was the main reason we jacked it up, was to replace this whole wicker.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Damn. So that small ass piece was $200. Holy shit!
You don't get a discount.
That's incredible.
The discount is $225.
Damn.
Because that's just like a fender flare kind of deal.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Damn. And the oil was good?
I haven't checked it yet.
Yeah, I definitely do that, man. It sounds like they didn't do a damn inspection on the car.
They didn't.
What doesn't make sense though, because the thing sat there for 20 days.
Right?
That's crazy.
Hey there. Check the Earl. Check your blinker fluid. Don't forget your blinker fluid.
I mean, it's a beautiful car, man. It's definitely a beautiful car. Hopefully that stops there,
Stop teasing me, car mob. Them lovely
locks.
That's
a lot of hair, car mob. That's a lot of hair.
Yep. Hey Primo, I've been busting on him and that hair since day one. That's right. Tell him, Nicole.
Yeah.
It seems like even if it was a windy day, like that hair is staying in place.
You guys, I'm gonna hop off. We gotta discuss this dinner thing.
All right, brother. Y'all have a good time. All right.
Thanks, man, for having us on the panel. You guys have a great evening. Peace out.
You too, bro.
Later, guys. Later, Street Slayer.
Later, Street Slayer. Hey, we took Curtis came over last week, and he had one of those I think it's Novus 12-inch screens for the F-150. We put it in my truck.
How'd that work out?
It's pretty bitching.
Yeah.
I can watch. I'm on my phone anyway, but yeah, I can watch the A-Team while driving down the road. It's amazing.
That's pretty dope. Wow, what brand is that? Is that like the
Novus? No, yeah.
Like
NAV. Yes, sir.
You ain't feel seen like a lag in it or anything like that?
Not really. It goes through a startup process, which takes just an extra second. But other than that, it's not a whole lot of lag. The controls for the AC and all that, all your climate controls incorporated into that now.
Yeah.
And it's very, very responsive. I'm very impressed by it.
What'd you have before you had the basic one?
Yeah, just that little 4-inch screen.
Because you still have that F-150, right?
Yeah, I still got the F-150.
Nice.
I still got the F-150, and I got the Mustang. Curtis, Street Slayer is going to drive the Mustang down to me, he said.
What?
Yeah, he said, "I'm gonna come down, man. I'll drive the car down." So Street Slayer is gonna do
right now, or what?
No, I got some Rent-A-Wreck, dude. This thing, it's got like a 10-gallon gas tank because it'll get 300. They get 32 miles to the gallon, but
shit!
You're running out of gas. You know down here, brother. Hey, what it looks like, it's right next door on a map dot. Ain't right next door. It's a couple 100 miles.
And then if you got the traffic with you, oof.
Yeah, because I was where I bought the trailer at. I bought it out in College Station, and I was like, all right, it's not too bad. Doesn't look too bad. And I was like, damn, that's a 2.5 hour, 2 hour, 45-minute ride. So it was good though. I got the deal that I wanted on it, and they're going to tow it down here for me when I go finalize the paperwork on my way back down. So everything's worked out really well with that. Plus, I got to see
it went smooth.
Yeah. Plus, I got to see Texas A&M. I'm an A&M fan.
Dude,
really? Bama and A&M. Yeah, I've always been an A&M fan.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff.
Texas now, man. Ooh.
Dude, I'm loving it, man. It feels like I came home. You know what I
really?
mean? Like, I feel comfortable. I've been meeting people. When I come back, once the bartender gets a babysitter for her kids, maybe her and I can go out.
There you go. There you go. See?
Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, Primo, I was pulling some shit out the bag last night. This one girl said, "I saw you looking at me a couple times. Why don't you just come over and say hello? Why you got to be? Are you always this shy?" She's like, "No, not really." And I was, well,
I mean, man, when you go out like that, everyone is just trying to have a good time, man. That's what everybody's out there for, man. It's always a good time.
And down here, it's so light. It's
Yeah. If like you want to go to like the spots where like the downtown with all the bars, like go to Rainy Street. It's real mellow. It's real chill.
Yeah.
Like it's good places there.
Everybody's going to 6th Street.
Yeah. See, and if you want to get raunchy, then you go to 6th Street. But like if you want to go to like just a mellow spot and just be able to walk the streets and go to different bars, Rainy Street's really where you want to be at. Because it's a little more upscale. It's not so raunchy. But if you want to get wild, you go to 6th Street.
Yeah, you want to get buck wild, turn up. Yeah. I don't turn it down, I turn it up.
Yeah, when was the last time I've been to Austin? It's been a while since I partied in Austin.
Where are you at, Victoria?
Yeah, I'm in Victoria. So I'm about 2 hours to everything. Yep. Like Houston's about 2.5 hours. Austin's about 2 hours. San Antonio's about 2 hours. We're like in the middle of everything.
Yeah. A guy I worked with, Bud T. Loper, if that ain't a Texas name, I don't know what it is. I worked with him, but he quit and he went back to the oil fields.
Oh, dude. I mean, everyone always goes back to the oil fields until they start, getting laid off. They'll chill out for a little bit, and then they're headed back once it starts booming again, man.
They're back there in them pump jacks, working pump jacks or rigs, working them.
I gotta say, that's the one thing that I've never dipped into. I've done the plant life, and then at that point, I've done like the roofing and all that stuff. But then, I got into the auto field, so I never really got to taste the oil field life. But if I would have never gotten to the auto field, I'd have been an oil field worker for sure.
Oh man, yeah, you can make some money out there, but it's hard work.
Yep. You definitely got to go to like West Texas and stuff like that to make that real money,
Yeah,
but
true. Where everybody's got a pump jack. Everybody's got a pump jack in the front yard out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's West Texas lawn ornament.
Yep. Ain't shit else out there, man.
Hell yeah.
Rich, what's up?
What's going on, Rich? GT Tree Fitty?
Man, dude, the last video that I had dropped, I don't know how the hell this thing's hitting like such good numbers. Like it hasn't been a week since I dropped that video, and I'm already at like I think 2,500 views.
That's awesome, brother.
And normally, like car shows and cars and coffees normally don't do so well. I don't know how the hell this thing hit so good. Because I was like, damn, now I'm making this particular Mustang into like a show car. It's not going to do as well as me showing, a video of me racing some other car, those videos did so well. So I kind of got a little worried, about my views and all that stuff. But dude, 2,500, that's pretty good for a small ass channel.
Oh yeah, buddy, you're doing it, man. You're getting
What's
it done.
What's up, Fat Boy Fox? Yeah, I was just shocked, man. And it was weird because I went to bed, and I think it was had 400 or 500 views, and the next day I kind of checked it, and it was already hitting the 1Ks. I was like, what the hell? But it's probably because the way I titled it. I titled it 800 horsepower Mustang pulls up to a Cars and Coffee. So
there you go. Yeah.
But dude, that was a beautiful Mustang. Nice bullet. It was I want to say a 02, 03 bullet. Had airbags, and then he had a single turbo hitting a little over 800 horsepower. Dude, that was a beautiful car.
Good combo.
Yeah, well, and they own pretty much a customized shop. They do a lot of body work, but they do custom painting. They do custom everything. They'll restore a car. They do all kinds of stuff like that. So I want to get that car on an actual review where we talk about that car, and maybe I'll take a ride along with them and stuff like that.
There you
go. That was
a
beautiful car.
Yeah, that'd be cool, brother.
Really nice car.
Yeah, I went to a Cars and Coffee. It's up in Timonium, Maryland, and you'll find anything from a McLaren to a rat rod up there. But I'll tell you what, and it was kind of flattering. People clamored around that truck. They're like, "Damn, that's a badass truck." Oh, damn! Look, he got the big screen in it. Dude, they were just
F-150s are the waves, especially here in Texas.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if somebody's offering you money for your truck, man. Because right now, Texas, everybody wants a 2-door F-150. They want it dropped. Everybody wants. They want a truck.
Yeah, it's a cool piece, man. I love driving that thing.
So yours is 4-wheel drive?
No, it's just 2-wheel. I didn't want to go 4-wheel because I didn't want to start breaking shit in the front end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to start breaking differentials and transfer cases in the front.
Yeah. So is yours NA or is it boosted?
It's NA right now.
You gonna boost it?
I gotta talk to my boy Aldo.
Ooh, all right. Man, how you know those people, man?
Man, you know me, one low 5-0, got that street clout. That's how we put it out.
now you're in Texas, man. You gotta hit a Midnight Performance and all those guys, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Mexican Racing League, Brian, he sent me out $200 worth of fucking merch. Excuse my language.
No, you got
$200 worth of merch out, bro.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, dude, thanks for the support. He sent me $200 worth of merch out, and then I told him I got sick. That's why I haven't been on. Everything is, bro, you know how to get a hold of me. You need anything, holler.
Hey, man, who you be knowing, bro?
Just really decent dude. Bro? Yeah, just really decent dude, man.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, that's
it's
good,
a blessing. Man. It's a blessing, knowing all y'all. It's a blessing. And you see how I said all y'all, because when it's more than 2 in Texas, it's all y'all.
Hey, you know what? Too? You got an accent, bro. Oh wait, was that a Whataburger cup too?
Hey.
He's going all out. He's Texan, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if he got boots on right now.
No, I took my shoes off, man. I was going to buy a pair of boots.
You're gonna have to now, brother. You're gonna have to now.
I got a pair, but I was going to get me. Man, I found some Cayman belly. Oh, bro, that shit is slick.
See, when I come visit you, brother, we're gonna have to hit up the country bars, man. You want to do some Texas shit? You gotta go 2-step.
Oh, brother, I'll take quick, slow, quick, slow.
You already know, T.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Where are you born? Because it sounds like you're Texan, man. You already know it all.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Maryland, and I was in Virginia, North Carolina, and then when I was in Texas with BP, I was in Comstock, Texas.
Okay, so you've been to Texas before?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's been 13 years since I left Texas almost 13 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I'm back.
Damn, see that boy say quick, slow. He already knows.
Yeah, son. I know.
Yeah, we got to hit up the country bars, man.
Oh, yeah. I'll come down to Victoria too, man, because I got people. I got a friend, my old buddy, my old roommate. He's down in Harlingen. He works down at RGV, but he wants me to come down. I'll get a hold of my buddy Bud T, and I ain't drank beer with that fool in a long time. Last time I drank beer with him, I had to get him out of a fight.
Oh damn, yeah, those little scuffles happen every now and then, man.
Yes, sir.
It happens.
For sure.
Ain't nothing like an old school bar fight.
Hey, every now and then you got to stand your ground.
It happens, man.
I ain't looking like a clown. You want a shot at the title?
In Texas, everybody walks around with their chest up, man.
Oh yeah, all fucking puffed up, cocked out, like you're not going to check them.
Yep. Well, and then and then in Texas, everybody want to carry, so then they got that extra little pep in their step,
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, if you go and you just mind your own, just have a good time.
Yeah.
Nobody really messes with nobody,
Yeah, you got no problems. I've never had a problem down here.
Yeah, I mean, I've partied a lot in Austin, and I've never gotten into any confrontations with anyone. I mean, here in my area, I mean, man, I've definitely been in some little bar squabbles, but
yeah,
it's always in my area that I've been into some bar fights. If I go out of town, I've never had a problem with anybody. I mean, because you just you go with your group, you mind your own, just have a good time, and everything's good, man.
You gotta leave their girlfriends alone, bro.
Yeah, yeah, for real, man. You never know.
Hey, we were told kind of not to go to this bar when I was with that other agency, and we walked in there, and it was like the music scratched across the record. And they would send their girlfriends over to you and be flirting with you so they could come over and pick a fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's this at?
That was down at the border. But they'd be wearing their silver belt buckles, designer jeans, imprinted shirts, and their boots that were curled up toes with silver tips. You know who them boys were.
Yeah, those cartels, man. They're ready to catch you outside, man.
Yeah, they're ready to catch it. They ready to catch a hot one is what they ready to catch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, the cartel definitely ain't nothing to play with, man.
Oh hell no! No, they ain't.
Once you start getting further down Texas towards the border, that's where you really got to be careful,
Yep, I know. I was in Del Rio Comstock, so I know.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't be no joke.
Yeah, the farthest I'll go is Corpus, man. Anything other than that, I don't even want to know what's down there, man.
You ain't going down to Browntown?
Hell no, bro. Hell no. I haven't been towards the border since I was in my
well, it used to be nice.
Corpus is my.
Yeah.
What's up?
You used to be able to go down there no problems, man. Nuevo
yeah, it's not like that anymore, brother.
Yeah, Nuevo Laredo used to be able to go across Guadalajara. Man, used to go in, party, have a great night, and come back. Walk across the Freedom Bridge in Laredo. No issues, no problems. You go down there, and old people would get their medication all the time. You come back across cheaper. But now I ain't trying to go down there.
They'll go for dentist work, or
Yeah,
that was the place to go. Definitely.
Yeah.
My pops is from Mexico, so he has like his own house over there. Because I mean, he has this company in his house here, and we're all here, but he still has his other life over there. So he goes for back in like 2010. He had this like brand new 2010 Toyota Tundra Platinum, had like not even 10,000 miles on that damn truck, and so he like catches a roadblock, and he thought it was a wreck. Sure enough, cartel starts walking up to all these cars with AKs and everything.
Yeah.
They tap on his window, hit him in the neck, told him get out the truck. They made everybody strip down butt naked and start walking.
Ain't that some shit? Yeah. I've run into, well, I haven't personally. I avoided it, but down in Baja, it's the same thing. You'll run in. I used to ride motorcycles down there. I'm going to still ride motorcycles down there, but they would hit you up, and it's a $20 bill to get through the checkpoint, which is not even a checkpoint,
Yeah, that's just their checkpoint.
Yeah, that was federales or the federal police or something like that down there. The local police, just shaking people down.
Yeah. And where's this at?
That was down in Baja. Baja Coast, Ensenada, Rosarita,
okay.
Beach, San Felipe, all through there.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Mexicali, Tecate.
So you've been like to Mexico? You've been to some spots out there?
Yeah, I've been to places gringos don't go, brother.
you crazy, man.
Shit, I just get in where I fit in.
Yeah, man. It seems like you blend in pretty well no matter where you go, brother. I mean, man, I'm talking. You sound like you Texan right now. You passed the check for that Texan accent, bro.
Oh man, I tell you, I pick it up. It's like when I go down to Virginia, I do the same thing. It's weird. I just pick back up on it.
I think it helps that because you move around a lot, Yes,
sir. I'm congenial, man. Being kind to somebody costs you absolutely nothing, and you never know. You can change a person's day that would otherwise be miserable, and maybe it gives them a different outlook on life, and it gives them the next level up to try to get something done or do something in their life.
Yeah.
That's all it's about, man. We got to take care of each other and lift each other up.
For sure, man. For sure.
I'm my brother's keeper.
And when you got good vibes like that, people want you around, man. People are going to call you to come around,
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that.
Yep.
You're a good guy yourself. Don't let nobody tell you different. If they do, I'll come down to your hometown and smack them around. They ain't treating Primo like no clown.
Man, the only people that are on my bad side right now is my damn management, bro. They really getting to me. Man, up until the whole situation with me having to sell my vacation and all that crap and them trying to charge me for this part, dude, my work morale is always great. I've been there 12 years now.
Right.
And then up until that point where, a mistake finally, happens and slips through, and then they want to, slide me a bill for $1,800. I was like, hold up, man. I was like, dude, like, I don't make, mistakes like this, and the one time I do, you want to, slide that bill towards me. I'm like,
yeah. You want to tax me? Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, so at first I was kind of like, you know what, dude, let's just get this over with because I got a lot of work to do. I don't have time to, to be messing with this, so I was ready to just take my vacation, the rest, take it on my check. Let's move on. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, dude, like, this is some bullshit. Like, I really shouldn't be having to pay for this, man. Like, I get it. It was a mistake that happened, no telling who did it, me or one of the other two helpers I got.
Yeah.
But it happened. I can't, tell you who did it. All I can do is apologize, but I'm not paying for that shit. I walked out.
You take the responsibility for it, but you don't get you don't get hung on a cross because of a mistake.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I've had it happen too, Primo, my job. One little thing, you do 100 things right, and one small thing gets done wrong, and the next thing you know, you're chastised for it, and
Yep.
They want to hang you out to dry. I'm like, damn, y'all are some
It sucks, man. It sucks. And and before that situation, like I said, I had a pretty good, morale at work. Like I didn't mind going to work. Like I love my, don't get me wrong, I love my job. I'm good at it, so it makes me love it.
Yes.
But then like after that happened, man, I just kind of been like in a funk, dude. Like today, like normally, like I kind of get there about 8:10, gives the service advisor time to write up.
Yep. Get his tickets together.
8 o'clock appointment to start working on. Dude, today it was like 8:20 something. I was just sitting in my car at the gym, like not even worried about going to work. Like, I should have been there about 15 minutes ago.
Right.
And I was just kind of sitting in the car, just fondling with my phone. Supposed to be at work. Not, it sucks right now. Like I got to get out of that funk because I don't want to let a manager that honestly probably won't even last another year, knock me on what I'm doing, because I've been there 12 years,
don't let that guy knock your hustle.
Yeah, he hasn't been there a year, so it's like it would have sucked if I would have left over a manager that hasn't even done a year there.
Yeah. And sometimes, Primo, they try to get out there to try to make a name for themselves. Like you said a little while ago, they just get their chest all puffed up, trying to make it, I'm the man, and this is how it's going to be, and blah, 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 or the woman in some instances, Just don't let that affect the way that you do your job. You just keep on keeping on, and you'll prove to that guy that, hey, man, I was wrong. This dude, I've effed with him, and he's still pumping it out like ain't never nothing happened.
Yeah.
Show him.
Yeah, I definitely gotta get out of that funk, man.
Yeah.
That's definitely where I'm at right now. I kind of this whole week I just kind of been slacking and kind of not motivated to turn a wrench, man. I just kind of been, yeah.
Yeah, don't let him do that to you.
It'll pass.
Yes, sir. And then you said you were at the gym?
Yeah. Yeah,
you were at the gym, so you're like, do I go in here or do I go to work and hang out with some real dumbbells? Yeah,
and
bro.
that's the one thing. Hey, 5 days a week, T, I'm at the gym, brother. I'm there Monday through Friday. I used to go on Saturdays, man. I'll spend about 2 hours on a Saturday because I don't work weekends. But man, it's as I gotten older, it's definitely like starting to take a toll on me because usually, I'm doing something right after the gym and I get exhausted. So I go like Monday through Friday in the morning before work, and then Saturday, Sunday is definitely my free time just to kind of, if I want to sleep in a little bit, hit up a car show, hit up the river. T, that's what you need to do, T. Lake Travis. Well, so I used to do it every year. I don't know. I hope to do it this year, but like I did it last year, the year before that, we ran a pontoon boat.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and on it's a double decker. And so like on a pontoon boat, man, they got like a slide that you can go down. You bring all your beer on there, and we're in Lake Travis. Lake Travis is in the Austin area.
Yes, sir.
And so we gather up about 10, 15 people. The more people you gather, the cheaper that this rental is. And you rent it out for about 4 hours. We rent it out and we just hang tight, chill on the double decker, go down the water slide, jump off the the top deck.
Yeah.
And we just hang out, drink, and for 4 hours, man. By the time the boat's taking you back to land, dude, you're already toasted, man. It's a good time.
Just like cruise control.
Yeah. Well, and then they got the they got like a grill there. So like he'll grill up some burgers for you if you want, or whatever you bring on. So it's a good time, man. If I do it this year, man, I'm gonna let you know, brother.
You let me know, and I'll make sure I get off of work to go.
Dude, it's a good time.
That is for sure.
And like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna do it this year, but I'm definitely trying to hit up the river in San Marcos. I went last weekend on a Sunday, and man, dude, I gotta go again. Definitely gotta go again.
Oh yeah.
But I'll let you know, man. If I'm out, closer to you, definitely got to link up, man.
For sure,
like I said, I got some people in Austin. I got quite a few people in Austin.
Yeah, I got friends in Houston. I got my one buddy in Victoria, down to Harlingen, and then I got people over in Eagle Pass, Laredo. Yeah. I got people in Dallas. My aunt lives in Flower Mound.
So, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Man, you're Texan, T. Don't let nobody tell you different, brother. What's up, Destroyer?
Yeah, Destroyer, what's going down?
Yeah, have you tuned into his meme shows?
No, I haven't seen that, man. I've been busy. It's been crazy, like trying to get the house cleaned out and get that taken care of. Then been going through the stuff in the storage unit. Like, all right, this is definitely not going. This is not needed. I want to give this to somebody, because it was some of my granddad and grandma stuff.
So how long were you in this area that you were at?
Back in Baltimore, I was in Glen Burnie I took care of my granddad for 10 years, and he passed away 2 years ago. So it's been 12 years.
So you were there majority of your time at this point.
Yeah, I was there a lot. I was in Texas for almost 2 years.
Okay.
And then I went back. I couldn't get his stubborn ass to move out there. But the funny thing about it, Primo, is my granddad is my step granddad, and where his parents crossed over, the Rio Grande was the same area of responsibility that I had as a BP. I said, hey, if I was on duty back then, your parents may not have made it across. Oh, whatever. You know.
Oh my God, jokes.
Oh boy, he would get mad at me. Oh, whatever, son. What do you think? You think you'll catch everybody?
Uh-oh, Destroyer, you better be careful, brother.
What's Destroyer got going on?
He's in trouble with the YouTube.
Oh man.
Don't get me wrong, I love that shit. So like whenever I go and watch his meme shows, man, I have me a good time.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess they're watching them now. Yo, Sabino, I ain't seen you in a minute, brother.
I know, Sabino Guzman in the house. Thank you, Professor. I appreciate that, young fella. That's a nice compliment. And you're welcome down too when the Triple T gets into full effect. Because we're gonna have titties straight on set.
He said you're not gonna need a meme for T, bro. You're gonna have them live.
Live in person.
Live.
For sure.
Yeah, whenever I link up with T, man, we're gonna go live, man. We're gonna go live for y'all too. We're gonna show
That'd be
what we
fun.
do in other bars, brother.
That would be fun, man.
Yeah, we'll be a little toasted, but it's gonna be a good time.
It could be in the cup a little inebriated.
So I see you're sipping on some Malibu, T. Was that Malibu? What was that?
A little bourbon.
Oh, bourbon.
Yeah. When I went out, a friend of mine, his wife went out to Chicago to do an internship with the VA. And I went out there with it and visited him. We went and caught Mike Ness from Social Distortion. He also does a honky tonk type thing. So I was in a bar and I ordered a PBR, and a woman brought me back a Beam and Coke. And I'm like, hey, the drink is great, but I was ordered a PBR. She goes, oh, the next one's on me. She brings back another Beam and Coke. That's where the bourbon legend was formed.
She's like, this ain't bad after all.
Right. Shit, girl, you just turned me on to something new. But you ain't having my baby.
Nah, you don't get that lucky, lady.
Right. If you want to know why this orange juice tastes a little tart, it's freshly squeezed Plan B orange juice.
Mix a little cocktail in that,
Right. I ain't getting caught up.
So you had no kids, T?
No, sir.
Yeah,
none in this country. Maybe Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Mexico, but nothing here. Nothing on the books.
Nothing that could follow you, huh?
Correct. I just donate some soccer balls every year, and kids are happier. I hope that's not being like biggest or prejudiced or anything to anybody. I'm not trying to offend anyone.
Donate those, the old 2018 champion shirts, and call it a day.
Exactly. Some old Adidas. Old Adidas to my niñas.
You crazy, bro.
Viejo Adidas to my niñas. Yeah, I gotta get my Spanish back.
Let me find out you throw a little Spanish out there, bro.
Yeah, I speak a little. Entienda más hablo, señor. People get fucked up by it when I do, because like people don't follow directions, and I'll be like, manos arriba, señor. Está aquí donde abajo. They're like, what the fuck? Where you come up with that shit? Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, again, I'm going. I'm an equal opportunity lover. I got to speak the language.
Mm-hmm. That's who you want, the Latinos, man. You got to.
I'm down with Latino brown, bro.
That's awesome, man. You're gonna have some fun in Austin, T.
Find me a nice little mamacita to Warm my chorizo at night. See.
There you go. You better be careful though, man. They fertile.
Yeah, and then they get them wide childbearing hips.
Oh, shit, funny, brother. Crazy. Yeah, man, we're gonna have to link up, man. So, when do you think you're gonna be settled?
Well, I get back. I got to go back. I got 2 more weeks, and then I leave on the 25th. So I'll stop off in College Station, and they're going to They're going to actually trailer the trailer down here and put it in its place.
Nice.
And so the 5th, I got to report for duty. So shit. Give me a week after that, get settled in, and shit, I'll be down there. Get my RDOs. I got to figure out when my days off are going to be and all that. They haven't sent me a schedule yet.
Yeah, man. Let you get familiar with the surroundings, man. You gotta take me to the spots. You're gonna have to know the spots, T.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them down. T ain't no clown. Show you how I get down.
Yo, yeah, we're gonna have to link up, brother.
For sure. For sure, man. Your car's looking sweet, brother.
And I'll try. It's definitely different, man. It's definitely different from my taste. Normally, what I would do, But
right.
I'm still boosted. I'm still boosting. Have like a drag setup on the side for it. Whenever whenever I want to get a little saucy, we'll throw it on and we'll have some fun.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy because, like I said, the whole stretch tire thing. I honestly I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I wanted to try it.
Gotcha.
I was like, well, let me try something different. But I'm surprised that the older people are giving me compliments on this car. I'm talking about like senior citizen people. Like I just did a show this past week, and it was a top 50. And dude, I had like older people coming up to me talking about the car, complimenting me on the car. I was like, I can understand some young heads, some younger people, but some old people, dude, they're feeling the car, man.
He has some old heads and some young heads.
It's crazy, man. Honestly,
that's good.
I was shocked.
Good stuff, man.
It's tasteful, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not crazy cambered, but it's tasteful.
Yeah, I saw a BMW like that. Guy was riding I think it was an M4, and he was so towed in. He only had about that much contact tread on hitting the actual road. You could see.
Oh wow! Nah.
Yeah, it was dumb. It looked retarded to me. I was like, dude, what in the hell? You got a beautiful car and you just ruined it.
An M4 at that.
M4 at that. Yeah, them things, they're nice. My buddy had one. Yeah. I've driven an M3 before. A friend of mine had one. No.
Yeah. I like the new body styles on the M4 and M5.
Yeah.
Dude, those things are sweet, man.
Yeah, they look good.
That grill is crazy aggressive looking.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely, I equate it to old terminology that I've read before, to that boy racer look.
Yeah.
They used to call it back when I used to read Road and Track all the time.
But I mean, we still gonna make it fast, man.
Yeah, it's gonna run.
Yeah, I kind of cleared up some unnecessary debt that I had, so I was like, all right, well, I was actually gonna get the kit, but I was like, you know what, the kit's not even out right now. It had to be, I'd have to wait a few weeks because I was gonna go ESS, but their kits are they're all sold out, so you're kind of waiting on your order. So I was like, you know what, let me just take care of some unnecessary debt, then I'll stack my money back up, and then I'll go ahead and go with an ESS kit. I like what ESS is doing, man. They're selling like hotcakes, dude.
Yeah, Xander put that on his car and made great horsepower.
Oh, yeah,
I was impressed.
The first kit, it's rated for 600 something to 750, and that kit's only $4,000 something dollars. It's in the 4,000 range, and then you go to the second level, something to 900 horsepower, and that kit's $6,000. And then you go to the other kit, and that's rated over 1,000. It's still like 7,000 something.
Yeah, that's inexpensive.
Yeah, but so they say you're buying it at like cost right now because there's still fairly new. They're trying to get out there, so you're buying it like at cost.
That's good. Plus, maybe you throw in there that I work. I'm a YouTube sensation.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help.
That's the one thing I'm trying to figure out. Like, man, like how do these fucking people get like sponsored, man? Like this shit ain't cheap, man. Like,
oh, not at all.
Like at all. So like I'm trying to figure out like, well, who would I want to be sponsored by? And I was thinking about doing a video on this because you know those I guess you can call them a company, but like they do like I guess partial sponsorships where you kind of buy like a box or whatever, and it comes with like a promo code in it, and some other stuff like that. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on one, and it was by a car club called Lowered Empire, and you can see this on Facebook. So I went ahead and like tried it. I actually just bought it like last week. And it's like you pretty much buy this box and it's like $50, whatever. And this is like considered like a partial sponsorship. But I went ahead and took the chance on it. I want to see what it's about. And they give you like discounts on like certain products and stuff like that, like steering wheels, seats, different stuff like that, carbon fiber interior, stuff like that. So we're gonna see what it does. I'm thinking about doing a video on like unboxing it and like talking about it. But I don't even know what it is. Like I said, I just saw it on Facebook, checked some reviews on it. So we'll see what it does. If it's very interesting, I'll do a video on it.
Hell yeah, give it a whirl. You never know.
Yeah.
I tell you, that's like sponsorship. Back when I was in my 20s, early 20s, I always wanted to pit crew when I was a young kid because I'd watch the NASCAR guys come back when I lived in North Carolina. And I actually got the opportunity to do it. I got on a big team. I got a tryout. Passed the tryout. I was going to move to Saginaw, Michigan and work for a Chevy dealer out there. And then on the weekends be racing. But the sponsorship fell through.
Oh.
And that's what I was just like, I can't live this life.
Yeah. But so that would have been for a pit crew like worker? That'd have been dope.
Yeah, I was doing SCCA and IMSA Firehawk.
What the hell?
Yeah, I did that, and I got on it was Purina Dog Chow, Meekum Racing's team, and I got a tryout for a weekend, and it was good. I proved myself. I heard the driver calling, hey, I got a bad vibration, blah blah blah, and they're like, where's it coming from? He's like, it feels like the transmission tunnel, blah blah blah. And I thought to myself, well, there was a brand new drive shaft up there with the yokes and splines already attached. So I ran back up there and grabbed it.
It's me. Sorry.
What up, Bradford?
Sorry.
Goodness gracious, Bradford.
All right, we should be good. Hold on. I'm going to put my headset away.
So I ran up there and grabbed it, Primo, and the guy was like, I got a ride back from a dude in a golf cart. It was Dorsey Schrader picked me up. He's a legend in IMSA Firehawk and some other racing. He picks me up in a golf cart, and I run this thing back down there. And they're like, how the hell did you know it was a drive shaft? I said, I was taking a chance on it because of where the vibration was coming from and how he was feeling it and how he talked about when he downshifted or accelerated, he felt a little slap. So I'm thinking it's a U-joint. They're like,
nice.
Damn, bro, you're on it. Yep. So that's how I got on the team.
Dude, that would have been like some stories to tell right there. Like, I used to work pick crew,
Yeah. It was pretty cool, man. I met Dorsey Schrader. I'm hanging out with him and his wife in Corning, New York at Watkins Glen. And my buddy who got me on, he's like, dude, you're hanging out with Dorsey Schrader? What the fuck?
Like it's nothing.
I'm like, yeah, dude. Wife, she's very nice. She's a nice lady. I've been blessed. I've been blessed, my friend. Yeah, I've been blessed.
Seems like it, dude. Seems like you done did it all, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I've done a lot.
Happy birthday again, sir.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Brailsford. I appreciate that.
T, what was your birthday, brother?
Birthday was yesterday.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, T.
Oh, thank you, Phil. I'll get with you, my brother. But yeah, I had I'm dyslexic, Bralford, so I'm not 52. I'm only 25.
See, you 52?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Well, not that, man. I thought you were like 45.
Primo, why you gotta do him dirty like that? Why you gotta say it like that?
Because I thought he was like 45 or something, man. He talking like he's down, dude. Like this dude's like.
I appreciate it.
Damn, bro. So where you going, bro?
I'm coming home from the gym, man. That's why I wasn't. That's why I wasn't in the stream.
Hey,
Thursday night Pilates.
The gym is more important.
Primo, it was Pilates class, man. Don't let it fool you.
That's right.
He did say he was trying to slim down a little bit, man.
Right.
No, I'm doing that hot goat yoga.
Hey, Brailsford, this is no kidding. Where I used to get my hair cut, it was like a full-blown men's salon. And the chick there got me to go to Bikram yoga with her. That's what that's called. So I started going, and it was good. I was getting ready to go on border patrol, and it was good because I was so tense with muscles and everything. Dude, I got invited out. They're like, they opened the door while I'm in the shower, like, hey, we're going across the street for drinks, and you're not effing saying no. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm over there with 7 hot yoga chicks on a couch, laid back. What's up, baby? So don't sleep on that Bikram yoga, bro.
Yoga's the move, man.
Well, I used to do P90X crap, man, and it's not crap. It's good. It just gets boring after you do it for a while. But like I used to skip yoga when I did it the first time, and I ended up getting stress damage in my body. And then the second go around, I tried it, and I was like, dude, I feel freaking good. I hated it. I hated doing it, but I was like, man, I feel really good right now.
Yeah, the chick would come over and she tried to bend my leg, and she's like, geez, you're so tense. I'm like, yeah, the doctor says I'm like a wigwam and a teepee, too tense. It's good times.
Victor says happy birthday, T.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Victor. I appreciate that, the professor. Ain't nobody ever in here. My man's got PhDs, MDs, TCPs. He's got it all. Victor's the man with the plan, sitting in Connecticut, man.
Yeah, I've never tried yoga, man. I probably need to try that, to be honest.
Dude, let me tell you, dude. As you get older, Primo, you're older than me.
Yeah, exactly, goddammit.
Way to call him out, Brailsford.
But seriously though, I used to get I still get stress damage in my body, and I need to go back to doing something like that to kind of take care of myself, because I do a lot of heavy lifting stuff, and that takes its toll on your frame. So if you don't do the little things to take care of it, you're gonna pay for it later, like I am.
Yeah. See, and that's the one thing I will say I'm bad at. Because I lift pretty heavy in the gym as far as for my frame. So I'm so bad at stretching.
Yeah, me too.
I half-ass stretching before lifting.
80% of the knee injuries are caused because people don't stretch their legs because the ligaments and tendons and muscles pull them. I dated 3 physical therapists and helped 1 study for school, so that's how I know this stuff.
And honestly, that's how I screw, because my hamstring's kind of screwed up on my left leg. I can tell whenever I start to overextend it, it will start, tightening up on me. And it's been like that for a long time, because I used to have a kickball team, and I did 4 seasons. Well, I know I overdid it because I had the legs that morning, and then we had a back-to-back game. And then that first game, I pulled it, and I kept playing up until the second game, and I kept tweaking it. So it hasn't been the same. I don't even play kickball anymore. It's been maybe a year since I played kickball, and I still feel that tweak in my hamstring.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna switch to my computer. I'll be back in a second.
Hey, Brailsford, real quick, are you putting the collars on the bar yet, or are you just still doing the bar for heavy lifting? Or did you put the collars on yet? You're still just doing the bar, or did you put the collars on the bar too? Are you up to that yet?
the collars on the board.
Pretty
I don't
heavy
know.
lifting.
No, I just no. I'm trying to get back to my deployment strength. I'm trying to get back to I want to be able to bench 400. And I'm getting there. I'm not. What?
You said 4 something, right?
I want to get 400, at least 400 on bench. I'm at right now. I just did yesterday. I did 370. So
okay, wait. Is that 400 like a max, or is it like?
You start out at a max, and then if you can keep going, then yeah, it becomes.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, because dude, if you'd have been repping 400, I'd have just.
So the way I'm working up to it, because I'm trying something new. I used to only try I used to do bench, and I realized I'd plateau. So every day it's chest day. I start out with dumbbells, and I'll do a set. I'll warm up with 75s, jump to 105, and then I go to 140s, and I go to 140s to failure. Put it down, jump on the bench. I'll do 135, 225, 275, and then I'll go up to, it depends on what I want to do that day, anywhere from 315, and today I did 335 for 5. So that's what I'm trying to work back to 400. But like what I'm trying to do is I don't want to like that. That's how you hurt yourself. If I can't do it repetitively, that means I'm overexerting. So I'm trying to keep weight on there that I can do at least 5 reps of.
But so this is you doing all that, everything you just listed. That's one chest day?
Yeah, I just did that today.
Holy shit! Man, I'm slacking, dude.
That's beast. Yeah, that's beast right there, bro.
I weigh a lot, man. I'm a big guy, so like
honestly, I feel like you just warm up, dude. And rack up 400, you're hitting it, bro.
I need to.
Because honestly, like by the time your last set of you saying you hit the 5 reps of what 330 something, you said
335.
Bro, honestly, you could like warm up and like rack up 400. I think you're gonna hit it.
So yesterday, 2 days ago, I did that same dumbbell press workout to where I did 140 for 10 on my last set of dumbbells, and then when I went to bench, I did the same iterature or same setup, 135, 225, 275, and then I went straight to 365, and I thought I was going to get 3. I only got 1.5. So I mean that wasn't
okay.
So if I can get 370 or 365 for 3, I'll try a 400. Yeah. But I'm also like I've come close to pulling hammies when I go too heavy on bench.
Yeah,
like I tense up real bad, especially like with that heavy weight. You can't help it, and I'm really not trying to hurt myself. So
I tend to feel it like in my my front hip area, dude. Like I'll start to cramp up, dude.
To top all this off, I'm about to have an MRI for a possible torn labrum.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm doing all this with that. It's the only reason I can is because it doesn't hurt. That part, if I do like a overhead press, I got to stay pretty light with it because I can damage it.
As long as you're at your chest, or you're fine. But so like if you start to do upper chest, does it start to mess with you?
I mean, it depends on what I'm doing, but it can. As long as I can maintain stability. Decline, I can do decline heavies too. I might be able to get 400 on decline, maybe. Not sure.
Good for you, brother. The other day,
that's my weaker part.
When I got out of the hospital, guys, I couldn't do one push-up. I'd go to the deck and I'd stay there. Before that, I could still knock out 30 plus in less than a minute.
Man.
Well, I'm back up. I did 10 with my nephew on my back. Nice. And then the other day I did 25 in 30 seconds, pumping them out again. So it's feeling good. Yeah.
Dude, that thing kind of lingers, man. That thing definitely lingers.
See, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to the strength I want to be, but then I'm trying to cut. Like I'm trying to like once I get to that strength, I want to maintain, and then I want to cut weight. But the problem is, I still got my PRT for the Navy. By the Navy standards, I'm like really overweight. Like the Navy wants me to be 206 pounds. I have a picture of what I look like at 206 pounds. I look like if you saw it, you'd probably think I was like sick or had some disease. Like
dude, you're pretty big framed, bro.
Yeah. How tall are you, brother? 6'2"?
6'1".
6'1".
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty
close.
big framed, man. What do you weigh right now? Because they want you to be what, 205? What do you weigh?
They want me to be 206. Right now, I'm probably at like 245. I'm pretty heavy right now. I might even be 250. I'm very heavy.
What do they do? They give you the neck measurement, Brailsford?
They measure your belly. They pull your shirt up. You got to suck it in, and then you like. I learned. You learn tricks of the trade here. You learn tricks of the trade. So you stick your tongue to the top of your mouth and like flares your neck out real quick.
Oh,
and like,
shit.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
Because I remember I was going to join in the Air Force to do radar shit, and they're like, "Well, you're a little heavy," and they did the neck thing, and they're like, "Oh, you're okay."
That boy learned. He learned.
Fucking 17 and 18-inch neck. Yeah. Yeah, I had a head that just sat on my shoulders, no neck.
It's ridiculous. I mean, my only rule for myself is my chest needs to be bigger than my gut.
There you go.
So
there you go.
That way it hides my gut. It hides my gut. The shirt will drape over it. I'll be fine.
Right.
I got that above. I got that dad bod, but the above average.
Hey, you know what? And that's not even military talk, man. That's I even feel the same damn way, bro. As long as my stay over my gut, we're losing you, brother. What up, John? It's going live, bro. How's your vacation going, John? Brailsford, you're cutting in and out, bro.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
So back before COVID, I was actually getting in real good shape. I was doing heavy lifting at work. I'd work out during lunch, I'd take my hour PT, and I'd work out during lunch. And then in the afternoons, me and the wife would go to the gym, and I would do cardio with her.
Nice.
So like, I was getting in real good shape. She was getting in good shape. And then COVID hit, and all that went to hell. And like, I just didn't have time to work out. The gyms were closed. And then my local gym fought the government and won. It's where you cannot close down a private business. And then
really,
but the Navy said you shall not work out there. And so I mean, it was rough. And then now I can't go back to the gym, but I've got 3 kids. So I'm helping the missus in the morning. I take an extra hour at home in the morning to help the wife get ready for work with the kids. And so I don't work out at work anymore like I used to. So it just, it's hard. So this is my time to work out is at night. And I hate it.
That's a late workout, man.
Well, yeah. And I take pre-workout when I'm lifting heavy. And so, I mean, dude, the one thing about the military is I could take pre-workout. I could not even work out. Take pre-workout, probably sit up for maybe 10 minutes and then go to sleep if I really wanted to. Like it's just you get used to it, dude. And
that's the opposite effect of me.
But at night, you're gonna have some trouble going to sleep, huh?
No.
No?
I'm gonna crash, man. I'm good at it. Like I don't. It doesn't keep me awake. Like pre-workout. And anyways, I take NO Explode. That stuff. And I'm not trying to do. We should be talking cars. Sorry, I'm getting you guys off on a tangent here.
I love working out, so it don't bother me none.
Well, I mean, I used to love NO Explode. I still take it because it's just kind of what I'm used to. But back in the day, dude, that stuff, before they changed the formula, that was some good stuff. There's something wrong because I would be doing the P90X workouts, and if you've done P90X before, there's a crap ton of push-ups in there. A lot of push-ups, a lot of pull-ups. On my last set of pull-ups, for reference, I got down to my lowest weight ever at this height was $195. So I got down to 195. But when I was in like the 205 range, and I was pretty jacked because I had just finished lifting heavy and I switched over to P90X. I was on my last set of pull-ups. I was still cranking out 20 pull-ups. I'm like, something's wrong here. Like my body should not be doing that. I was like, there's something not natural in that pre-workout.
There's some good stuff in there, man.
Yeah. Well, that's like the old rip.
And then here comes the FDA, and they want to tweak it up and make you, change the whole formula, man.
That's like old Rip Fuel, bro.
Yeah.
Rip Fuel back in the day. I was working 2 jobs, worked out twice a day. Shit, they ain't fade me at all. Pop one of them bad boys.
We used to have to do, when we were in the Navy, we had to do the Suez Canal transit, and that's an all day. That's like a 12-hour evolution, man. It sucks. And you'll be on port and starboard watches, which means that you'd be on watch and then you get off watch, and be on watch, get off watch for all you people that aren't in the Navy. And so like literally you'd be on watch for 3 hours, be off for 3 hours, be on for 3 hours. And it plays hell on you, man. Especially, so I came off like the midnight. Back in the day, we used to have like 6-hour watches. Now it's all 3 hours. So I was on watch from midnight to 6 a.m. And then I jumped straight onto the Suez Transit watch, sleep or go off for 3 hours. And on top of that, you still have a division you have to do all your work for. And so in between all that, you got to find time to sleep. So I'd conk out for like an hour or so, and then I'd have to go back and watch. So my way to stay up was to take pre-workout so I could freaking function back in the day.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude.
I'm gonna get off so I can get my laptop.
All right, bud.
I'll be back.
Copy that.
All right.
Copy that, bro. Straight over. Solid copy. That's fine.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, that couldn't be me, man.
That Rip Fuel back in the day when it was made with real ephedrine, bro. Mother scratchers. Man, there was a dude at the academy when I was going through. They told you, don't be taking caffeine. Don't be trying to use pills and all this shit. Well, this guy did it. He ran his final PT run. He made the time, ran 100 yards past the finish. Bam, down on the ground, heart attack. Because he took a bunch of shit and drank Red Bull because he was afraid he wasn't going to make the time.
Oh,
he made the time, all right. He made the time, and he's not here with us any longer.
Really?
Yeah, he died. He died straight up. Yeah, like to the class. There was like 2 classes before I was in. It's like, damn, bro. Because people don't think like that.
Nuts.
Yep.
Dude, I'd have been freaking out, man.
That's crazy shit. Don't be drinking soda. Drink water.
Was he a young dude too?
Yeah, he was pretty young.
That's crazy.
He wasn't. He was probably in his low 30s.
Oh shit!
So he wasn't. He wasn't an old timer. He had his fitness level up.
That's crazy. I mean, you hear about people talking about that shit, but I take like in the morning, like because I work out in the morning, so like I get up, empty stomach. First thing I do is I make my pre-workout. I'll drink it on the way to gym, work out, and then I'll either stop and get breakfast before work, or I'll have me breakfast. By the time I get to work, I'll eat it real quick. Man, and even with that, like I'm jittery, like I'm ready to work. Like, I can only imagine Red Bull and all that crap. Like, hell,
dude, we would get a PT at 6 a.m, and it was just I tried eating before I went in, but I couldn't do it. Man,
really?
Everybody was big. Man, you'd be puking because you're out there in the hot. It's out in our New Mexico, so it's still hot as hell. And then when the oil refinery downtown fired up, they had this obnoxious smell come from it. Man, you could taste it when you're running up. Yeah, that shit. So
you served?
No, I was not in many of the military. I was going to, but I didn't. I started working at motorcycle shops and thought that was the bees and E's, the cat's pajamas, until I figured out I needed a retirement program.
Really?
And then I joined up with the government. So,
damn, man, you done a lot of stuff, T.
Yeah, it's been a good life, brother. Sometimes it ain't the career choosing the man, or ain't the man choosing the career. It's the career choosing the man.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you don't mind taking chances, to try.
No, you got to. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Like honestly, man, I'm too nervous to make a change, man. Like So whenever I walked out on my job that Friday, like, man, I was freaking out because, like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Like, I don't see myself doing anything else, and all, dude, I was freaking out. And then, but I wanted them to come to their senses. Like, hey, like, you're about to lose a pretty good asset, so y'all need to figure out,
Right.
how to make this somewhat right. And I mean, I guess, we kind of both compromised on, what we're going to do with this.
Yeah.
I still have my vacation. I'm going to have to spend a little bit of my money, to make it right, but yeah, I was freaking out, man. Like, I walked out and I was like, well, now what do I do?
Yeah. It'll all fall into place, my brother.
Yeah.
It all
So,
does.
I mean, I'm still back there. I have to get my morale right and then go from there.
There you go.
But it did suck, dude.
Brailsford, your relaxing chair?
No, man, I got a new relaxing chair, and it's so nice. I don't want to sit in it all sweaty and gross.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you got the pleather, yo. You can just wipe that down, dog.
No, that's the real leather. That's the
real
real leather, bro.
That's real leather?
That's that chair. We went all out because we got big dogs, and my sofa is real leather. And I was like, well, the first piece of furniture I bought back when I commissioned, and it's still here. It's got scratches on it, but it's never been punctured. And so when I went and looked for a recliner, I was like, look, I need something that's leather. Like, and they're like, well, we got this. It's where leather everywhere the body touches. I'm like, yeah. Well, my dogs are touching where I'm not touching, and they're gonna poke holes in it. And so I found one that was like leather everywhere. So
yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna take a piss. All right.
Yeah. Copy that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I did a wide open throttle pull on the open headers Fox, and I think I probably lost hearing for about 2 minutes.
Those cars, people don't realize, man. Though when you run open header on a Fox body, that it is like, even with the shorty, because I've done it before too. It is deafening.
Well, and I had to I had a vert, so I hear everything.
Yeah, you don't got much of a roof.
Yeah. But I'm hoping.
That's cool.
I was hoping to get the mid pipe on today, but unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got it stinks because one of the dealers that's local to me, the one that they let me take out cars to test ride, he messaged me. They got last week. They got a twisted orange 350 in. I think it's what the color is. And,
oh wow.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I didn't hurry my butt up fast enough to get over there because they sold it like within a few days.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's cool. Them letting you do it, man. That's a nice little add to your channel.
Well, the guy who talked to his manager, he's like one of their, I don't know if he's like the sales lead or whatever the heck his position is. He's the manager over there of some sort. And he's got a 500, and he knows I'm a Mustang guy here locally. He also knows what I do for a living and like kind of knows that I'm kind of a mature individual.
Yes.
So he told him like I mean, they know I'm not going to go out there because of what I do. I'm not going to go out there and do illegal stuff to get myself fired from fired from the Navy. So conduct unbecoming of an officer.
Yep. I know what you're speaking about.
So yeah, but I'm pretty excited with where the Fox is going. But I am bummed because I haven't really made a video on it yet, but I'm probably 95% certain I'm not going to make it to Foxtoberfest now. I was going to go, but because I won that trip to the Skip Barber Racing School up in Connecticut, it's the weekend. It's the weekend before, so that's a lot of traveling, and I don't think the missus will be down for me coming back and then abandoning her with a baby. Let's take the other boys out there.
You know, Victor's up in Connecticut, and so is Boss Man.
Yep. I got a lot of family. I got a lot of family up there. And my brother's in Massachusetts. So in a period of a few days, I got to visit my brother because I've never seen his new house, and I've got to visit my grandmother who's like 96 or 97 now. So she hasn't seen our newest baby, and I think it's more for for me and my mom, or for more for my mom probably than anything, because she doesn't even remember I'm married half the time. So she's just older, man. You can't really help it. She'll forget I have kids, stuff like that.
She definitely lived a fruitful life, man. That's
for sure.
Well, I got that. So I'm built the way I am because I'm Polish and Danish. So I got that big old Viking frame, and then the Polish people are just tall, hardworking people.
No sense. Just kidding, Brailsford. Just kidding.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know what's going on. I almost lost my voice today. I haven't even been feeling sick or anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my great granddad. Like I said, I was telling Primo earlier, my grandfather was my step grandfather. So he had dementia so bad he thought I was his son, and he didn't know who my granddad was. And I'm like, no, sí, senor. He was a grand old man. He was a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, my grandpa. So my grandfather. I don't know if I've told you this story. It's a pretty good story. So my grandpa went to school up in New York, in the Bronx, called SUNY Maritime, State of New York Maritime Academy. And they got their merchant mariner's license from that school. So to do that, they have their own ship, and they say in the summers they sail around the world, and the crew is the students. My brother went to the same school, and he commissioned the same way. And so my brother was in the Navy, my grandpa was in the Navy, went through that way. Well, when my grandpa was doing his midshipman cruises, right, one of the countries they pulled into was Denmark. He met my grandmother on one of these cruises. They were together for one night. He proposed the next day. They've been married for 67 years or something like that.
That's crazy.
And so the sad thing is, my grandmother, I love my grandmother to death, man. She's like the best person ever. She's always been the most, energetic and happy person you'll ever meet. And unfortunately, last year she had a couple strokes, and so like her body can't physically do it, but like her mind is completely there. Like anytime you like tell a joke that something she would have laughed at anyway, she laughs, but she can't she can't express herself the way she used to.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks because you know she wants to be who she was and she can't be, but luckily the good news is she lives an hour south of me right now. They moved from Connecticut a long time ago when we did, and so we try and visit them when we can.
Yeah,
well, that's good.
And they came up. I'm actually in that Fox video I just put up.
I was about to say that
they surprised us and they came and visited, and I felt so bad because MJI had come for 4 hours. And I was like, I can't, he was like 10 minutes away, and my grandparents called and said, hey, we're going to come visit. I'm like, yeah, you're welcome to come. You're welcome to come. I'd never turn you away, but I have a friend coming and I can't send him home because he drove all this way. And so I've got to do it. So, and my grandpa's like, that's fine. I'll come. My grandpa's like, I'll come supervise, and your grandmother will just sit with Bailey. So,
oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's fun stuff, bud.
My grandpa, man, he's awesome. My grandpa is the reason I am who I am today. I love my dad to death, and he's a great person. But my grandpa, he was an engineer. He was a naval officer. And my dad, he was the one who kind of pushed me to join the Navy as an officer. And because my dad was enlisted in the Air Force. He was a buck sergeant, which is like an E5 or E6. I can't even remember. They got rid of that rank a long time ago. And but he pushed me, and I've always looked up to my grandpa, and that's why I am doing what I do right now. And somehow, I told myself I'd be out of the Navy in 5 years or 4 years, and here I am, about to hit 10 in August.
Yeah.
And,
did you decide if you were going to get out, or?
Well, I'm getting out in August of 23, unless something amazing happens. I'm waiting to hear. So the job I do right now, the place is called a learning site. It's about to become its own detachment. So right now I'm in charge. I'm called a site director. That's my job position.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like basically like a department head at large. It's like my captain, my commanding officer is up in Virginia, and so
you do have a large head.
If it becomes a detachment, they're gonna require having an officer in charge, which means you are the commanding officer down here, right?
Yeah.
So it's an 04 billet. Well, I've got selected for lieutenant commander, and I'm putting it on this year. So when I put it on this year, they're looking to see if I can just fleet up into that position. The reason usually usually the way it works is you go sea duty as a division officer, shore duty, back to sea as a department head, and then you can go shore duty again. The reason you have to do that is because you usually make 04 as a department head. And so I was told when I had a really messed up career because I started as a submariner, then went to surface warfare. And so when I switched over, I was when I decided to come to shore duty, my detailer tried to screw me, and he's like, "Hey, if you take these orders, you're not going to make lieutenant commander." I'm like, "That's fine. Like, I'm going to go in the reserves. I'll make it in the reserves. I don't really care." And so he tried to screw me out of my shore duty orders because I said that. And luckily my captain had my back and all that, but because I worked at a destroyer squadron and I was awesome at my job. But I took the orders here, and then I was sitting here one day, and when my time for selection came up, I wasn't even paying attention to it because I was not expecting to make it. It was my first look. And my buddy texts me. He's like, "Hey, man, congratulations." And I was so incensed at him, or pissed at him. I was eating dinner with my family. I was like, "Dude, what is wrong with you? Like, why would you waste my time with this garbage?" And he's like, "No, you made it. You've been selected." I'm like, "Dude, bull crap." And so he sent me a snippet of the message. And I'm like, Hey, actually, I got to go, man. Sorry, I hate to cut the story, but my baby's crying. I got to go take care of him.
All right, bro.
I'll be back if you're still on.
Yeah. We're actually about to cut out here in a bit.
All right. Well, story time for another day.
Yes, sir.
I love telling sea stories.
Story time with Brailsford.
Making a segment.
Dude, I've been in long enough to have some good
sea stories. Sea stories.
I was gonna tell Brailsford to do a short of if he hits that 400. That's a lot of weight, man. But Brailsford, he's a pretty big frame guy, man.
400, that's big.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, the most because man, I'm not a big frame guy. I weigh up right now, like on a decent day, like 160 to 165, and the most I've been able to hit was a 285. So I'm a small frame guy.
That's stout, dude.
Dude, fucking 400 pounds. That's a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
I hit I've been pretty consistent on like my squat, and today I hit 305. So
yeah,
trying to get to that 315, man. I at least want 3 plates. For being 34 years old to be able to do that.
You're bringing it.
Not too bad.
I remember I was 18. We used to have I did 575 on squats.
Oh shit.
Dude, that thing, boy, I tell you what, that was weight because the bar is bending and your neck is,
dude,
you feel that on your neck.
Yep.
But I was able to do it, got me in the 1,000-pound club. I used to always have a problem because we didn't want to do military press. So you bring it up and then you flip it. Well, my left wrist has always been, it wouldn't snap it. So I'd have to do it like a lighter weight. But between military, bench, and that, get in the 1,000-pound club.
Damn.
Back in high school, yeah. It was fun.
Lifting or?
What's that, my friend?
Did you do like powerlifting or something?
No, I was just having fun in weightlifting class. Yeah, they wanted me to play football. They wanted me to play football and everything, but I never could. I always had to work because if I didn't work, I didn't have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which wasn't bad. Wasn't a bad thing. It taught me good ethics.
Yeah, that was the one thing with me. that's definitely why like I never played sports or anything like that. We were too poor to do any of that.
So poor I couldn't pay it. I'm so poor I couldn't pay attention. Credit so bad I can't finance cheese on a Whopper. Can't afford to buy popcorn on time.
So I see you got a Whataburger cup. Was Whataburger in your area? Because I know they kind of started branching out once they sold to. I think someone in Chicago bought them out.
Yeah. Well, I'm in Kyle right now. I'm just south of Austin in Kyle.
Yeah.
And so they had one down the street.
Yeah. Well, no, you're gonna see them everywhere in Texas.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
So where you were at, and where were you at in
Del Rio, Comstock? Oh yeah, Maryland.
No.
They don't got nothing like that.
So the 2 years that you lived in Texas, you were
we come to come to San Antonio or something like that. Yes.
So when you came back down, it's like that one of your things. I gotta get some Whataburger.
Yeah. That's like In-N-Out Burger, when you go to Cali or something like that.
Yeah. But see, I hear like the In-N-Out in Cali is not like the In-N-Out in Texas.
Yeah, it's weird because I saw some In-N-Outs. I'm like, what the hell?
Nah, it's not the same, dude. Well, I mean, okay, so not that it's not the same because I don't know about Cali, but the In-N-Out I've tasted in Texas, I'm like, why do people get hyped up on this stuff, man?
Right.
I don't get it. So, but I imagine it in Cali it's totally different.
Yeah, it's a little different, even in Vegas because they got one in Vegas. Kind of like when you get out of the airport.
Yeah.
Me and my boy Jimmy would hit that up.
And so, okay, I had a White Castle in Vegas. I've never had White Castle ever. And I had White Castle in Vegas. I'm like, I don't understand the hype, man.
Bro, they're belly bombs, bro. You eat them things and you're just no good.
So I don't know where White Castle originated from, but
it's East Coast for sure, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They used to have little tavern. Crazy. It's pretty interesting, but I can't do it too much anymore. My lady friend, my one ex-lady friend, she lived in Kentucky, and they had an In-N-Out burger there. I mean, not In-N-Out, but a White Castle. She'd never buy me that because at night I'd be like, "No, baby, I ain't feeling too good."
No.
I got a headache. I got a headache, babe.
Oh,
maybe
shit,
later.
Right. Been hanging out for a minute.
Oh, my bad, Brelsford.
Baby, okay?
Yeah, he just passed. He fell out of his mouth.
I was gonna tell you, Brelsford. So when you attempt the 400, do it as a short, man.
Attempt what?
Your 400.
Nobody cares about that.
Shit, I care. What do you mean, dude? That's awesome, bro. You got to do it as a short.
Dude, there's some guy I'm near Marine Corps base, right? So you get those guys in the gym who a lot of younger guys too. So I'm now one of the older folks in there. I mean, I'm serious. 18 to 25-year-olds is what you see. Right?
Yeah, they're barely coming in.
A lot of these guys, though, their heads get too big for their brains. I don't know. They'll put up weight and they won't even I have no shame asking for a spotter. I almost died on a ship as a midshipman. When I was in college, we get sent out to the ships to go and you have a running mate and you follow them around and you learn stuff, right? Well, when they're out on the weekends, if we're in port, there's really nothing to do, and I'm staying on a ship. So I go work out in the gym. The gym on the destroyer is in the back end, very back end. It's under the flight deck. Nothing. Nobody's back there on the weekend. No one's on the ship except for the duty section. And the people that aren't on watch, they're either sleeping or they're playing games or doing something like that, right? And I'm back there on the Smith machine lifting and got a little too confident. And I put back when I was I must have been probably 200 pounds or so. And I wasn't even doing crazy heavy weight, but I think I was doing 245, but I was repping it. And I went too far thinking I could get one more, and I lost it. And it kind of, struggling. So I got pinned to the bench with that thing on my chest. And I'm at first.
On the Smith too. So you can't even roll the weight off, right?
Can't roll it. And so at first I'm like, and I didn't put the safety bars up, of course. At first, laundry's back there, so I'm like, help, help. I'm like, help. And I start screaming, help, and no one's there. And so what I ended up doing, dude, is I waited. Like I kind of left it laying on my chest to kind of catch my breath for a minute. I mean, it sounds ass backwards, but like I let my arms recuperate as much as they could.
Yeah.
And just didn't breathe, right? Then I put my feet up on the bench and I like used my legs and like curled my back up and I like slid my head out. I slid my head out and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, go. Like it could have crushed my face. And ever since that day, never again will I not be like, I did like I said, what I was doing on the bench today, I go to failure every time. So if it's my last set, I'm going to go until I can't go. So I'm going to ask for help because there's a chance I don't get that last one up.
Yeah. I mean, the way you were listing your workout, man, that's pretty intense. I'm not going to lie. Like, I do chest. Did I do chest today? Like, I do chest, man, and that's a lot. Like, I'm either doing barbell or I'm doing dumbbell. Never both.
So usually, okay, that's
well. Okay, so how long would you say your chest workout was?
Well, it depends. That's not even all of it. So like usually, I'll do that, and then if I'm still feeling good, so I like to see what I can do on bench first. So I'll do the dumbbells to warm up because it gets all my muscles. Because the bench only gets, the dumbbells get the stabilizers and all that too.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll do the dumbbells first, then I'll go to the bench, and then if I'm still feeling good, I'll go on to a decline too. And the goal for decline is to do more than I did on the bench.
That's crazy.
Set. So I do the same thing. I'll do the 135, 225, 275, and then I'll see if I can put a little bit more than I did on bench on the decline.
But what would you say like that workout session is about an hour and a half?
Oh, to do those sets?
Yeah. Well, to finish your whole session.
To get through those sets, I'm probably only on those benches for maybe 20 minutes max.
But then, so once you get your whole workout, like from the moment you walked in the gym you left.
I don't know, man. It all depends on what I'm doing that day. Like before I did anything today, I did 1,000 steps on the stair climber, and then that was my warm up. And then I went over there, did a very poor job stretching, and then went straight into
Yeah, you're in there for a pretty good minute, man.
I stay in there at least an hour.
Yeah.
And back in the good old days, man, before I had any kids, and when I was stationed in Groton for a little bit, Groton, Connecticut, like, I had nothing else to do than work out. So I'd go to class, then when that was over, and I'd go back to my hotel room, change, put on my PT gear, and I'd go work out for 2 hours.
Shit.
And Groton is disgusting. I don't know if you've ever been there, T, but Groton is nasty. It's in a big hangar, this gym, no air conditioning. So in the summer, when you get enough dudes in there lifting, the ceiling rains. It rains humidity. It's disgusting.
Oh, shit.
That sounds gross.
Disgusting. But there's two gyms, right? It's there's that's the grunt gym. That's where you go and actually get huge. And then there's the wives gym, which has like all the ellipticals and stuff. And it's nice. But if you're only going in the wives gym for one reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inspiration. That's how I went to NC State and North Carolina State, and they built a brand new gym. And when I was there, they had the basement gym, which was like the OG old school stuff. You go down there, you'd see football players, you'd see a bunch of the big guys down there lifting. I'm frozen.
No, you're good.
No, you're good. Your work. Yeah, you're good.
You go down there, you see these big dudes lifting huge weight. And so that's where I'd go try to get my, like, when I was doing P90, I was trying to get like my hardcore workouts in. I'd go down there. And then if you're trying to pick up a girl, you're going up to the upstairs gym where it's like brand new, gorgeous stuff. And,
AC on. And
well, I hated going up there because like I get frustrated Because if I'm actually trying to get a set in, like you got these dudes that are on their phone snapping the pics of themselves. I'm like, dude, just get the F out of my way.
I'd say when I had the pleasure of, I was at the Pentagon and got to go work out in the Pentagon gym and do a timed run there. And that gym, Brailsford, is huge.
Yeah, I bet.
They got like a suspended track almost, but the track is messed up because, normal track is a quarter mile. This thing's an eighth mile. So you finally get a stride on the front straight, and then you'd have to go into a different stride into the corners because it was so tight.
Yeah.
It was weird. I don't know what I did, but I had gotten a cramp so bad, and I'm on a timed run. This Marine pops out of somewhere. Come on, stay on my ass. You got this. Fuck that pain. That pain ain't shit. And I'm just like limp running. I'm like, look, I got out of there. And the dude's like, dude, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. I went home. Man, it took me about a day to recover from that cramp. I never got a cramp in my damn life.
So when I was in ROTC at NC State, you had to run the 1.5 miles in 11 minutes, right? And
that's a good pace.
Well, so get this, man. When I got down, when I was playing hockey for NC State, I was doing P90X and I was doing Navy PT, all that at the same time. That's when I got down to $1.95. You know how fast I ran the 1.5 miles back then? I ran a 9:30, 9:26.
Nice.
I finished, and they hand you these popsicles, which have your number. We had like 130, 140 person battalion. They hand me my popsicle, and I wasn't even paying attention to people. Like, I'm just focused on my run, right? They hand me my popsicle, and it said 24. I'm like, that can't be right. That can, like, because when I used to do it, I used to be getting like 80 or like 90, like near the back, because I'm a thumper.
Right.
And then they gave me that. I was like, holy shit. So I was actually back. There was a period of time in my life where I was actually running for fun, not for fun, but like because it was easy and it was a good, just keeping myself in shape. And I've lost that. And now, like, if I run, I'm too heavy to do that. It's too much. But I had a buddy though. So back when we were trying to get in shape, right? My freshman year was the first time I'd ever run 1.5 miles. And it killed me, dude. I was like, God, this is the worst thing ever. And then we did a battalion run immediately, like the first week. And then we ran, that was like immediately another 3.5, 4 miles. I'm like, God, this is like killing me. But, you get in shape. They build you up to it. And I had a buddy who had a program called FEP. It's the Fitness Enhancement Program, also called the Fat Enlisted People or whatever, something like that. That's what they call it. And, but we had these gunnery sergeants they're called MECEPs. It's the Marine Corps something. Anyways, the commissioning program, right? So there's Marines there that are actually enlisted. They're becoming officers. And one of them was put in charge of FEP to get the fat people in shape. Well, I was on FEP because I ran an 11:05 instead of an 11. And so I got put on FEP.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
But my buddy was there too because he was struggling with the run. I knew I was going to get it once I practiced a little bit, which I did. It was no problem. But my buddy, he was running his, and it was a staff sergeant. I'll never forget this. This is one of my favorite memories because it's so ridiculous. The staff sergeant gets to the halfway point, and I hear him yell. His last name was Hanks. He's like, Hanks, you're 10 seconds behind the pace. You got to pick it up. And so he legitimately, hey, can you like widen the screen? You know what I'm talking about?
Full screen.
No, not full screen. Yeah, that one. So he legitimately takes his hand, puts it in the flat of his back, and pushes this guy, legitimately running behind him, pushing him. He passed by 3 seconds, dude. I about died. Like I was about to have a heart attack from running. And I started laughing my ass off when I saw him coming over the hill. And there's a dude stiff arming him behind. I was like, this is so not within the standards and the rules, but whatever. But
we had this guest instructor come by, and this dude was a physical fitness nut. He do triathlons. So he killed us in the mat room, took us out on a run while I'm lagging behind. So we stop at a water stop. We're like 3 miles into this run, and he goes, carry the guide on. I'm like, oh, okay. But now during the run, Yeah. He starts going, I'm 48 years old. I was up drinking beer till midnight, and you guys can't keep up with me? What the hell? So he gives me the guide on, and I'm running next to my buddy Friedis, who was normally carried the guide on the flag. This mother scratcher turns around, is running backwards, and goes, 1 drop of sweat. It's only drop Michelob Ultra. I looked at my boy Friedis, and he looked at me, and I knew we had about 3/4 of a mile to go. So I turned it up. I'm like, nah, he ain't punking us. I turn it up. He goes, oh, since you got a little extra in you, let's go around the parking lot a few times. So we go around the parking lot. Everybody's got their hands on their knees. What the F? I said, did you see him turn around with that 1 bit of sweat and go Michelob Ultra? I said, I'm showing him heart, dog. We ain't going out like that. That dude was running a new class, and he comes by us. He goes, you guys want some of this? Everybody's eyes just kind of fell to the deck, Brailsford. And nobody said nothing because he knew he had us, man. This dude was a maniac. But he gave me that guide on and then did that shit. That was like giving spinach to Popeye.
Dude, there's some good – I've heard so many good stories over the years. One of the guys who was a gunny going through as a MESA, he would tell me he used to work at Parris Island. And he'd have cadets come in, and they do ruck marches, right? Or ruck marches or runs or whatever you want to call them.
Yes,
and, he'd be like, hey, you recruit, go get me my bag or whatever. Go get me my my duffel bag or whatever the heck you want to call it. So the kid would go grab this thing, he'd pick it up, he'd be like, holy shit, this thing is like really freaking heavy. Like, why is his bag so heavy? And the kid's like, it'd be like some 18-year-old kid struggling to carry this thing. So my buddy, he's built like me, or he's a gunner, and he'd throw it on, and he'd go to a different room. Well, what they don't know is that they put like 3 or 4 45-pound plates in there.
Right.
And so he'd go take them out. And so the rumor mill spreads fast. Like the kid will be like, dude, Gunny's bag weighs like 300 pounds. And so all they see is a guy with a 300-pound bag sprinting up and down the formation. And so they're like, dude, like he will kill us. Like that guy is insane. And so it's really funny, dude. It's so funny.
They fall back and run around in front while everybody's at a full they're all in shit. Yeah.
It's funny, man. And I realized like I had to go do a week with the Marines back when I was a midshipman. We got yelled at a lot. Like it was ridiculous. And there's people that just don't realize like, hey man, it's a mind game. You guys just gotta survive. And like people get so scared. We had people that were scared to tell the people that they had to take a shit. They took a dump in their bag, and you're like, why would that be your first thought? Like seriously, why can't you just say, hey, Gunny, I gotta take a poop? Like that's all you gotta say, and they'll take you
10-200. Yeah. What is going on, Nickel White?
Nickel White, what's up, man?
Thanks for
joining in live.
Oh, what's up, Nickel White?
We're hearing some war stories right here.
Yeah. I do got some stories, but the problem is I can't. Actually, I got some stories, but I don't know if I can tell you them all. Hey, am I a mod in your? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
OPSEC, Brailsford, OPSEC.
Oh, this is. Hold on a second. USS.
Oh.
You should do a segment of that where like Brailsford stories, where you tell like a crazy story.
Story time with Brailsford.
Yeah, there you go. Story time with Brailsford.
Just
like a quick little 2-minute, 3-minute segment where you tell a story, man.
I don't have.
You would.
Dude, we had a guy.
Do pretty amazing in that working out in Pentagon. What the hell?
We were trying to get these undocumented aliens into the back of a truck, and in my FTO, get in the back of the truck. No say. No. What do you mean, no say? Get in the back of the truck. No. For mucha persona. Too many people. See, he goes, if this truck was going to Houston, you'd fit. Get in the truck. It took everything I had not to laugh because, Brailsford, if you was to start busting out laughing at a moment like that, that's when they're, what the fuck is your problem? You should not be laughing. This is not a joking time, just to kind of get you going.
I got stationed in, I was at a school in San Diego in Point Loma, and we went to a Pedro's game, and we got seats on the outfield, and it was next to, I guess, so what the Marines will do, a lot of the enlisted schools or the basic schools will do it. That link right there, that's my ship. We were a close interaction with a Russian warship, and I was outside on the missile deck in the back end of the ship. I was deadlifting. I was recording this whole thing. I have it recorded from my ship. I have that, and I probably could release it because this was released, but I never have. But that's a pretty cool little video. It looks like we cut them off, but we didn't. We were operating with a carrier nearby, but
gotta check that out.
Anyways, or was I going with, sir? What was I saying before? I've completely got sidetracked. What were we just talking about? I forgot.
War stories with Brailsford.
No.
I think on your.
Hey, Victor, thank you, buddy. So Nickel just got back from watching Jurassic Park. Nickel, you got to go see Top Gun Maverick.
Dude. All right, let's talk
about it. I'm hearing like so much good about that.
Hey, bro, I saw it at that IMAX or something like that, whatever the thing is. Dude, it was badass. It was cool.
Well, now I got to watch the original first because I need to refresh my memory.
From people, if T's in the government. T, were you active duty?
No, I was never military, Brailsford.
But you're
I just worked. I worked with Border, and now I'm with Homeland.
So okay, wait. So do you have to like? Is it a remake? Is it like a sequel? No. Is it just like its own movie?
It's a sequel.
So you gotta watch the first one to kind of refresh your memory.
It's one of the best ones I've ever seen.
You don't have to, but it's good. And I think it's probably, in my opinion, and granted, I didn't grow up in the 80s, but
yeah,
I think it's better than the original. The flight sequences are all real. The things they got permission to do are freaking insane. Like insane maneuvers. There's a
dropping below hard deck.
There's a scene in there when they're making like 700 knots at they're like 700 miles per hour, 700 knots at 50 feet or less than 50 feet. It is
that's sick.
Is nuts.
Yeah,
really.
It is.
That's all I've heard. I've heard nothing but positive.
Dude, worth it. I want to see it again in IMAX. I saw it at a regular.
Really? Like that? Like you'd go see it again?
If you haven't seen it in a couple weeks, Primo, I'm going to take you.
All right, yeah, dude. Dude, you know what? T, you find the IMAX in Austin, bro. We going.
My man.
Like I haven't seen it, but I've heard. I honestly thought it was something like a Netflix remake, and they're like, no, dude, it's at the damn theaters. I'm like, shit, my bad, bro. I was like sitting there on Netflix looking for it.
Tom Cruise did not allow them to release it streaming like every other movie did. And I'm glad he didn't, because honestly, I haven't seen a movie in theaters since Cars 3. I took Leighton to see it.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, and so like this is the first movie I've seen in a while, and it was worth it. And this is probably going to be one of the first movies I buy to have like saved on my
computer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's cool, man. Those flying scenes are incredible.
Well, what they did is too. I mean, one of the reasons I think it's better than the first one is the first one. Yeah, those were a lot of real flying sequences too. But this one, like, they showed all that stuff in the cockpit that you see when their faces are like freaking deformed. Mm-hmm. That's all real. Like,
it's real. Real
I've never been on a flight like that. So one of the things I got to do as a midshipman is so midshipman is a like almost like an officer candidate kind of thing going through ROTC at college. And your freshman year, they send you away. You could spend a week with the Marines, a week with the Surface Navy, a week with the submarine force, and a week with aviation. Week with aviation was awesome. I got to go fly a plane. And they tell you, man, when you do these like high G turns, you better be pushing that blood to your head or you're going to pass out. And and like in those jets, it's way more intense than what I went through. And but like Tom, like everything they went through in there, like they got put through some real G forces and they had to push that out. So the fact that Tom Cruise did that, it's kind of. I heard that when they filmed the movie, he was a complete asshole on the ship. I have heard that he was very disrespectful. Him and his people are disrespectful to the sailors. That's what I heard. Basically, all the sailors were told, don't talk to him, do not interact with him, which is kind of sad, honestly. But like, there's some actors that have come on the ships and they're great. Like Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's one of my favorite actors. And I didn't get to meet him, but he like interacted with everybody he could when he was on the bush. And so, I mean, it's just kind of sad because Tom Cruise was making a military movie. It's just going to go down as one of the best military movies to come out ever. And he just,
I don't know, but he kind of seems like he's just a dick,
Well, he's a psycho. I mean, he believes.
I was about to say, didn't he have
things.
like this little cult thing that like they would do too?
If you ever watch South Park does an episode on Scientology, and everything that they do in there is what Scientologists actually believe. It's so crazy that at the bottom of that episode, they actually flash below. It says this is what they actually believe, because they wanted people to know, hey, we aren't making this up to be funny. This is what is
real.
Yeah.
It's real life.
Yeah, I heard he was a little nuts with that, and that's it. That's why him and Katie Holmes like split up, because she didn't believe in that. Like she didn't want their children to believe in that. So like it just wasn't working out. So they split.
Yeah,
it's pretty nuts.
You should look it up sometime, man. It's pretty nuts. They believe some nuts.
Man, if I go into that wormhole, like I'm going deep. Hey, so Nickel White, how was Jurassic Park? Because I heard that was another good one that I should.
It better be good because I'm gonna go take. Leighton wants to see that. Leighton's seen all of them with like we sat up, we watched period of like a week when he was off school. We watched every single one.
Nice. How many Jurassic Parks is there now? Like 4, 5?
A little bit 6. Dude,
shit.
When I was a little boy, that was like there's 2 movies growing up that I watched a lot, and Jurassic Park was one. The other one was Days of Thunder.
I like Days of Thunder.
Yeah, I mean Jurassic Park, man, that had me thinking like, holy, like they were still around.
Yeah.
Like,
well, like they're bringing it full circle. It looks like because they bring in the original actors back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's right. Dude, he says 2.5 hours long.
Good. Get your money.
But was it good, Nickel? Would you recommend it? For someone to go see it in theater, or should we just wait?
Primo,
that's a long ass movie.
You need to go see Top Gun tomorrow, Primo. Like I expect to report by Saturday.
Let's see. You know what? I actually probably don't have anything going on tomorrow, so I probably
take the missus. Go see it.
I think I definitely.
Missus will enjoy looking at Miles Teller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, it was good.
Hey Nickel, are you going up to Ford Takeover to bust them boys' ass in some drag racing this weekend?
There you go.
Yeah. I don't want down to Nickel.
A lot of people are definitely going, man.
So
I'm definitely jealous.
I caught the butt end of Mrs. Mob on here. So did they not?
They were pissed, bro.
Did they just get in the car and not look it over?
I'm not exactly sure. The tires, they said all 4 tires were worn to the cord.
They pretty much.
How did they not see it when they got picked up?
That's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, I think what they probably did, because I mean, you got to think they literally traveled to go pick this car up specifically to make sure they had it for Ford Takeover. So they drove there. I'm pretty sure they just drove, test drove the car around the block or something like that. Yeah. And they were like, all right, let's sign papers,
Man, I can't do that.
GT 500, like I'm sure, there's, it's good to go. But see, as a dealer, man, I mean,
that's
if it was like from like Carvana or like, what's that other one? Like Carvana?
Verbo or whatever hell it is.
Yeah, like that, like hell yeah, like get that thing on a lip before you even like drive off with it. But like, a dealership, man, you are supposed
to. That's a $100,000 car.
As a dealership, like that thing should not have even been state inspected.
Man,
you can't sell a car until a state inspection is done.
All I'm saying is when I bought my $5,000 beater, my new beater, I looked that thing over left, right. I was crawling underneath every nook and cranny. I mean, what I imagine happened is it's a freaking GT500, and they were probably like super stoked to have it. And I guarantee you, like, they probably just didn't, trusted that it is what it was. Like
the mileage on it too, 12,000 miles.
Well, I got a buddy here. Actually, the guy I was telling you about calls me from the dealership to test drive cars. He has a 500. His transmission went out at 15,000 miles.
Ooh.
Really?
I heard those things are like 20 grand.
Yeah, well, luckily it was warranted.
Dude, for real. Well, and they give you like a 30-day warranty, ain't it? Like if you do like a Carvana car or something like that, don't they give you like a 30-day warranty or something like that?
Yeah, you get a 100-day warranty.
Really?
I think it is. But and like the company, I just don't see how they're making money. Like literally just look these things over, do some sort of inspection. Like the stuff and the crazy thing, you know what blows my mind? So I did a video on the Carvana car. I bought cars I looked at, right? By far my best video. I don't know why. Like it was the one I put the least effort in, and it's done the best. And but it's crazy. These people are like, what do you expect? It's a used car. I'm like, I expect basic things. I expect to run and function the way the engine and transmission to function the way they're supposed to. If the car's a little bit dirty, you know what? I can get over that. I'm just going to point it out because they're supposed to be a big dealership like CarMax. Right. So it should be a clean car. So like the fact that all these people, like I'm getting not a lot of them, most of them like appreciate it and they thumbs up. But every now and then you get the guys who are like, what do you expect from a used car? You're buying a used car. It's not brand new. I'm like, I just expect it to run the way it's supposed to. Like the dealer should look it over. If you're trying to compete with these big name chains, big name dealerships, you need to do your job. And if you're doing 150-point inspection, saying you are, at least do it. But you know what's nuts now is the dealerships around me, like it's hard if there was no signs. If there's no signs there, you would have a difficult time telling what dealership that is because they're all used cars from mixed match brands and they're just selling whatever the heck they can get.
They get a hold of.
Yeah. Well, like the dealers, they definitely make a trip to like auctions and stuff like that, or they'll get their cars from like from enterprises and stuff like that. Like once they hit their certain mileage mark where they gotta get rid of the car. But man, okay, look, being at a dealership, I'll tell you, as far as how we work, say if a car gets traded in, it's automatically going to get an oil change, wiper blades, an air and cabin filter, an AC deodorizer service, a battery service, and you get a GPS Kahoo installed, and then the state inspection. You're getting all those things automatically. That's on every used car, no matter if it has 5,000 miles or if it has 100,000 miles. And then at that point, we do our actual inspection where we have to drive it at least 5 miles. We have to get it up to at least 50 to 60 miles per hour. Right. Make sure there's no crazy vibrations or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And then, we do that. And as we're doing that, we're checking cruise control. We're checking to make sure your mirrors are operating properly, your windows, everything.
You know what?
And then we get it back to the shop. We have to lift it up. And at that point, we're checking tires. We're checking for leaks. We're checking. I don't know how something like that, guys. Being a used car, man, and how we do used cars, like, that's our money maker. Like, they could have made money easily off that GT500 just for selling tires. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly don't think they did a used car inspection on that car.
They might have looked at it too. It's 12,000 miles. Let's let it roll.
So every car I've bought's been used. The Boss, my old Ford Edge, my old 05 GT. But those cars, when I bought them from a dealership, every single time, what I've asked them, what I've demanded that they supply me is I say, all the work you guys did on this thing, as soon as you picked it up, I want to see all the job sheets on them. So I want to see what you looked at. And so I make them supply me, hey, we did this inspection. We did this inspection. I want to see it itemized and listed out.
Most people do that,
And they do it. So I want to sell the car. And I'm like, I said, if you can bring it to me, I'll pay. This is what I'm willing to pay. And if they want to make, and I will make this, I'll sign it right now if you can bring me the sheets that show that this job was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you from like the Carvana end, because I've dealt with Carvana maybe about, and I'll tell you that the times that I've dealt with Carvana is when a customer they purchased their car through Carvana, and Carvana dropped the car off to them, and they don't bring the car up until they start seeing shit wrong. And so they'll pull the car up to the dealership, and of course Carvana will pay for whatever you find as long as you're within those days of your warranty or whatever. And every time that I've dealt with the Carvana car, the customer literally has given the car back to Carvana. I dealt with one where it clearly came from like a salt state or like up north or something like that, because everything was so rusted under that car.
That was the first car I had.
Yep. And like they were complaining about that their brakes were dragging. Well, the calipers were so rusted up, the piston was sticking.
Seized in there.
Yeah, so like I dealt with that. And then I dealt with there was I think it was an SUV, and they had a 4-wheel drive, so they had a little transfer case or whatever, where their transfer case was leaking through a seal. Kind of find out the engine's been replaced by a junkyard engine, and I guess when they went to go install the transfer case back, they pinched the seal. Well, I saw the engine number, and I can pull the engine number that matches what should be in the car, and it wasn't. So I told him, I was like, hey, that's not the original engine. You're not covered because somebody's messed with this car. Somebody's taken this car apart, and they put, I think, a salvaged engine in it. It's not covered under warranty at this point. Yeah. So they ended up giving their car back to Carvana. I've dealt with them quite a few times.
Dude, they're shady, man. Like the first car.
They definitely don't do inspections like that.
Oh, they don't. And that first car, like the first one I had, right? Rust underneath. I found like there was rust underneath. The brakes were squeaking like crazy, and the transmission was whining. Like it had this little whining noise to it. And people would.
And what was that on? What kind of car was that?
That was an Explorer, which was surprising because that transmission's not supposed to have issues in those.
Yeah.
Like I've looked them up, and then the wife's car, the new Explorer, the torque converter went out.
And that's crazy too, man, because you don't see that much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, I don't know, but we've had good luck with it so far. I probably won't, I mean, I'll never buy from them again, knowing all the other craziness that's going on.
So when you did your videos, did you like kind of like, was you just experiencing it first, putting like the bads in it?
No, I put I was just doing it live, so like everything that was going on, like I did the delivery, I was as we were going through it, right? I was videoing things, and there was like immediate junk, like nasty junk that we found in there, and I was.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me that.
And then I brought it up to the guy, and then like even though there were some problems with it, you can return it within 7 days for free. So I took delivery of it. Like, I'll just send it back if we really, really don't want it. I just kind of want to dig into these problems a little bit. And I did it. And then like within like 5 hours of that first day, I'm like, nope, this is going back. And so we sent it back. We picked out another one, and the other one seemed fine. The new one seemed fine. But after about 2 or 3 weeks, I was like, something's off. Because we'd be at cruising speed, and the transmission couldn't decide what gear it wanted to be in.
Really?
And so, like, if you're holding the gas pedal yourself, it would like you'd see it, the RPMs jump because it kept shifting.
Yeah.
And I took it to the dealership, and I showed them the video of what I had, and then also like if you punched it, like there'd be like a hesitation in one of the shifts, and I recorded videos of it and I showed it to the guy, and they took it out and they did everything I did, and they reproduced the problem. And like, yeah, your torque converter's bad. Replaced it, and it's been good. But yeah, dude. I mean, super shady. Like I think if cars stay the way they are right now, the next car I buy, I want to buy. It'll probably be for the missus. I'll probably actually, instead of taking her Explorer and get rid of that Sequoia I got, I'll probably keep the Sequoia and trade the Explorer in on another Toyota.
Yeah, dude, Toyota or Stout. That was one of the things I hated about working at Toyota. Those cars just don't break down. So like your main technicians and you're doing damn oil changes, dude. Like those cars just did not break down. I hate.
That sounds like great things. Sounds great.
Hey Nickel, when you
did a lot of alignments though.
Nickel, if you're still in the show, when you go to a Ford takeover, make sure you bust somebody's ass. And I hope your son has good luck at the All-Star games this weekend.
There you go.
Hell yeah. Nickel, that guy, he's a hell of a nice guy, man.
Wow. What is he? What's the setup? I see it's
got an S550. He put a turbo 400 in it. I believe that's what he put in it. But he was running stick shift. That man can drive a stick shift like nobody's business. Yeah. That boy would row that gearbox. Yeah, he's fast. Yeah, Nickel's a good dude, man. He's really nice and nice person.
That name sounds very familiar.
He used to be in streams all the time.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
He's got a channel.
Okay.
He's got a channel. Plus, he just got a new job. I think he is the full captain. So he's out for like a month on the water and then back in, back out. Yeah, dude works hard.
What does he do? Like some underwater drilling or something?
No, I don't know if he runs a tug or a barge.
Oh, shit.
I'm not exactly sure, but he's a captain now.
Tug driver, it's a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You paid those companies that bring in the the destroyers and all the Navy ships, the Morans, they've got a monopoly here on the coast.
Oh, yeah, you get those guys who I forget but they're like, they'll bring them big boats into port and guide them in and pilot them in. Man, them guys are big money dudes too, because they know exactly where everything's at in that area.
Pilots, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I forget what they call them. I think it might just be pilot, but
yeah, harbor pilots.
Yeah, pretty cool. Them guys know that harbor like the back of their hand. They know where the low spots are and high spots, and run them right through there.
Well, Norfolk, a lot of them are like old. They're old actual Navy captains and stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Copy that. Biggest thing I've ever piloted was a 12-foot John boat.
So actually, back in the day, not that far ago, but back in 2017, 2016, and 2018. But I won I was the ship handling champion for my destroyer squadron.
So what is that exactly?
Basically, I'm a badass at driving the destroyer.
Nice.
He got the rubber ducky around the cones faster than anybody in the pool.
What they want you to do, so you do a couple drills for that. You got to pull in, you got to park, they can simulate weather conditions, sea states, stuff like that.
Really?
And you got to be able to, they'll pick a slip, which is like a dock, right? You got to be able to pull your ship into the dock. And then on top of that, you'll do a man overboard drill. They'll see who can recover the man the fastest. And it's not as easy as you think. You can easily run over a person and kill them.
I was gonna say that shit don't sound easy. What do you mean?
Especially in a big boat like that.
Yeah,
that does not sound easy at all.
But it was a lot of fun. I love driving ships, man. It's great. Especially that. It's like driving a gigantic sports car. I mean, it is. Those things are fast. And but it was it was cool. The challenge they made us do to win, you had to pull in, you had to take your destroyer, you had one tug on the front to pull you, but you had to use your engines to drive the back end of the ship. And they made us moor up to a submarine pier. So I literally had to pull into they made the they just want to see if you could maneuver your ship and stay in that small window. So they made the tug, they turned the damage off so it would go in the land, but they wanted you to keep your ship in this slip, and you had a ship, a destroyer is 66 feet across. Okay. They gave you the amount of space they gave you to maneuver was I want to say 80 feet. So you had 80 feet to stay within. So your ship length is about 509 feet, 510 feet, right? So you move, if you shift at all, either way, you have about, on either side of your ship, you have about 6 feet. Better fix it.
So in other words, it's like parallel parking a dually.
Except the weather, the water pushes you.
Oh yeah,
the wind
that's
pushes
right.
you.
Water. Yep.
And so you have to fight all that stuff and be aware of it. And it's cool. You get to go on these big simulators, and they have these big bridges and the big screen that wraps around you, so you can.
Really,
it's like you're doing the real thing. And but I've gotten to
that's nuts.
I've gotten to do so that video I sent you, that link, that ship that's out there, and there. I'm not gonna tell you everything I did, but I got to do some crazy stuff with those guys, and really stuff that I'll never get to do again. But as close as we were in that video, I didn't get that close to them. But like, as far as aggressive driving, I drove pretty aggressive around some Russians, and it was pretty cool.
Sweet. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna ask you to send me that link on Facebook too. I want to see that. Because honestly, I won't go back through this live. We're almost 3 hours in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump off. Thank you so much for having me, sir.
Yeah, T, we got to link up, man.
We will.
Once
most definitely.
Up, well, I'll head out there, man. We'll hang out and have some brews.
I'll head down your way. Ain't nothing but
and we're gonna go live, and Brelsford's gonna jump on with us. We'll be at the country bars.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
All right, y'all have a good night, guys.
All right. Take care, all y'all. I'll see you soon.
Tuning in. See y'all later.
Thank y'all. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.